No, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X-fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Oh, good morning, T-Bone.
We were just talking about life, kids, family, all that stuff. I realized we talk a lot of sports on the show, obviously, but yesterday on Instagram, I posted a picture of my cat, and I had people responding, people who listen to the show all the time who messaged me, and they were like, I didn't know you even had a cat. It's like, had one? I got 3 cats. We got cats out the wazoo. And I realized, I don't talk about my pets enough, apparently. We got a dog and 3 cats at the house. So
you still have a dog?
Oh, yeah. We have, so all of our cats are named after crew figures, and our dog is named after a Blue Jackets figure. So the cats are named Siggy, who was named after Siggy Schmidt, who was the coach that won the first MLS Cup.
Are you the one naming the cat?
Because I don't like, I am not a cat person by nature. I don't know if that comes through on the radio, but I'm not. I'm more of a dog guy myself. However, I married a woman who loves cats, and my children love cats. So now I tolerate cats. But the rule is if we pick up a cat, then I get to name it. That's my little, for tolerating the cat. So they have, and they're crew cats is kind of the idea. The crew cat is a thing. That's the mascot. So Siggy is one of them. Frankie is our second one, named after Frankie Haydick. And our third one's name is Max, after current crew player Max Arfston. So I posted a picture of Max yesterday, and people were like, I didn't know you had a cat. It's like, not only do I have cats, they have a theme. The cats do. And then our dog's name, I said, is named after a Blue Jackets figure. It's named after former Blue Jackets mascot. This is no joke. Our dog's name is Boomer. Boomer was the Cannon mascot that they had for one game. He looked too much like a phallic symbol. And at that point, then they said, you got to go away. They said, you can't have that out there. Hugh Freeze was a fan.
You need length and girth in this league.
He looked like a cannon, but he had 2 little circles and then a long.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like if you're naming the animals, you're attached to the animals.
Oh, I do. I love the cats. They have grown on me now, but I just realized I don't share enough about my animals. You have animals, right?
I have
one animal.
I have one dog named Max, and that is. He's the only male in the house outside of myself. So him and I are tag team, but he always seems to go with my wife. So yeah. It's just me all of a sudden.
Oh yeah,
everybody gravitates to my wife, and it's just me. Yeah.
Does that ever make you? Because I have that too. Sometimes I'm like, what is this saying about me right now? Is this just like maybe I'm putting off a vibe that I don't know. Maybe don't get over here by dad. I
have no idea what it is, but they all gravitate to my wife, and I'll be sitting there I got that thing where I'll be sitting there or I'll be standing there, and they'll ask their mom to do it, and she'll be like, your father's sitting right there.
Our kids will literally
listen.
My kids have had cut their hand or something, and it's actively bleeding, and I'll be sitting there, and they'll come around the corner and see me and be like, Dad, where's Mom? And it's like, why? And it's like, I cut my hand, and I'm like, well, you could ask me. And they're like, no, sorry. I need a manager. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the help. I'm not here for the regular worker. I need to escalate
it's
this.
Something that they scared of. Then it's dad. That's
yeah.
But if it's something else, anything other than them just being scared, they go get Mom.
Well, your kids are what? Right. Your girls are 5 and 3, right? 5 and 3, yeah. Dylan, your daughter's 6, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe you've experienced this. I don't know if you have yet, but what I find is when dad is super important is when it's now, because my oldest 2, it's
financially.
Yes. That's exactly.
Financially.
Dad, can I buy this jersey for Paige Beckers? And it's okay. Yes. Like, and Melissa's like, I already told her no, like 3 times. It's a $100 jersey.
I don't do that. I don't play that game.
No? Why did it? Well, see, I don't know.
If the lieutenant said no, that's it.
Well, I've learned.
You have to ask her, then ask me. Like, no.
No, but see, I'm gullible because I think, oh, they just came to me first. And it's like, no, they didn't. They went to the manager first. And then when she said no, then it's time to go back to me. And that's now what I've learned. It's like, I gotta pause.
That's how you get in trouble.
Trust me, I have.
That starts an argument.
You see, I live the single dad life, so if you guys want to feel more important, leave your wives. There you go. Then you'll be super important half the time, and then you'll just be out of sight, out of mind the other half of the time.
By the way, speaking of leaving your wife, we have a story at 8 o'clock. I don't want to set this up too much. I don't want to overhype this story. It is a story of a man going through a divorce. The headline of this story may be one of the most insane headlines I've ever read. And the story is equally as insane. So that's at 8 o'clock. We will talk about a rich douchebag who, this guy needs to go in the all-time Hall of Fame of douchebags if all this story is true, and it apparently is. So we've got that coming up at 8. Before that, 6:45, we have Morning Wood. So we'll have questions from Dylan, things that we'll try to answer. See what we get into there. AP Top 25 is out. It came out yesterday.
Hold on, we're not talking about Taylor Swift?
Oh,
we're not
I'm sorry. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Taylor Swift might be on
fine.
Jason Kelce and
Oh, no, she announced
Travis
the drop
Kelce's.
of an album. For all you girl dads
I didn't
out
know
there.
that.
All the girl dads listening out there, if you want credit with your
what
kids.
is it, the Life of a Showgirl?
See, Tyvis already knows.
I didn't even. When did that happen?
Yesterday on the pod.
Yesterday at 12:12.
Oh, the podcast came out yesterday?
No. The podcast comes out tomorrow. She announced the album drop yesterday. Or today, technically.
she
like 6 hours ago.
Oh, you're saying it just happened while we were all sleeping?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You guys were sleeping.
So what happened was she got on the show and she brought this briefcase, this little case, and it had TS, and then she opened it, and then she pulled out an album and said, "This is my new album."
Oh,
but it's blurred out.
Yes.
So you got to tune in to the episode.
But it was from a clip of the show. Yes.
I see. Oh, yeah, I see it right here on People. I see Travis Kelce's face.
So
okay.
For all the girl dads out there, you could wake up your daughters with this great news.
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, did you hear about T-Swizzle? Is that what we're calling her? I don't know what we're calling her these days. What do you call her as a Swiftie?
Taylor.
Oh,
like we're on a first name basis.
That's funny.
My wife does that with celebrities too, where she'll be like, oh yeah, Kim was saying that the other day. I'm like, who's Kim? She's like, Kardashian. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't know Kim Kardashian?
You got to say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say the whole thing.
You can say Kim K. I would know who you're talking about, but you can't just say Kim. I don't know any. We don't have Kims.
All right, anyway, less important AP news. Go ahead.
All right, fine. AP Top 25 is out. Buckeyes are third. They're behind Texas and Penn State. All right, whatever. That screws up your 1 versus 2 matchup if you were really hoping for that in all the polls, but I don't really care. It's going to be a good game either way.
I love it.
The disrespect.
I love the day at 3. When I was playing, I never wanted to be 1. I always wanted to be 2, 3, 4. Because it's a different motivation. It's a different motivation for the season. It's like, oh, they disrespected us like that. So we got to go out there. We got to put on a show to show the world what it is. That mindset. It was always a chase mentality, and I always enjoyed that. I thought as Buckeyes when I played, that was better for us than being number 1.
Yeah,
I don't know why. For whatever reason, I just thought that would be better.
I could see the motivational tactics that you guys were, a part of and subject to. It was all about that guy's better than you. It feels like that's kind of where Urban lived in your heads, right? Was that guy's better than you. And then and then if that's how you're motivated, then you see, oh, hey, this team's ranked ahead of us. We got to go destroy him. That's what he wanted.
Yes.
It makes sense.
But I just think it was also a different mindset, for the first game of the season. It changed the way you address the first game, because for the first, if you're ranked number 1, you got to go out there. Usually at that time, you was playing some weak opponent, some MAC or something like that. And if you didn't go out there and win 77-0, it was a problem. But for us, for whatever reason, we never really started our seasons off with being dominant. It always was something we had to grow towards. And then once we get to game 3 or 4, that's when it started to take off. But game 1 and 2 is always some hiccups in there. So when you're at 1, if you come out like that, all they're going to do is be like, oh, you weren't dominant enough, so you're going to 2. Like that. And it was like, well, if we would have just started at 2, you would have never moved this type thing. So that's why for me, I always like not being number 1, because it's like, all right, we don't have to be as dominant. Like it could be room for error. We can fix some things and then take off later and then move up the polls.
Yeah, it's funny how the psychological pressure of that, where it's just, we have to uphold this ranking. It's like, of what? Idiots? Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, they're
pretty much.
Like, we don't know that any of these teams are going to be any good. It's the AP is tasked with doing it. The writers do their best. The coaches poll is probably not even voted on by coaches. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're right. Once it's out there that you're the number 1 team, it's like, we have to uphold that. I'm sure as coaches, they're probably like, no, I'd rather you be 10th. And so you're mad about it. Yeah. Even though the reality is nothing has changed with your team or any of these other teams. You're going to line up and play football.
No, the reality,
but it's a mental thing.
The reality is none of this matters until November.
Well, even then, it really doesn't even matter. When they do that first ranking, it's like, oh, they're 1 right now. And it's like, yeah, but not really, because they haven't played any tough teams yet. Like, the team that's undefeated that might be 1 that hasn't played anybody gets that ranking, or they get top 5 or whatever. But it's like, yeah, they haven't played anybody. Wait till the end of this month. Then we'll find out what they are. Like that, the one that matters is the one after all the championship games. That's the one that's the only one that technically matters,
correct,
right? But that's after your whole season's over. So what would we get all mad about if we didn't have something to argue about now? We have to have these polls so we get something to get fired up about. College football coach sitting on a pile of money. If I were doing what he's doing, I would say, great, don't ever call me again. But he wants to go back to work and get a job. We'll tell you who next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Well, the roads are still looking pretty quiet out there for your Tuesday commute, especially over in New Albany. Live traffic cams 161 at 62. That very busy intersection still looking good this morning. No problems really to talk about. No crashes and no slowdowns. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy on the roads this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next Level Wellness, medical grade IV drips, NAD+, and so much more. 4 locations in Columbus. Book your drip at hydratememedspa.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days, deferred payment, interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit, expires 8/31.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream, and once you taste it, you'll know why. Now's the time to grab a UDF peach shake, malt, cone, or sundae. They're only here for a limited time. UDF peach ice cream, made for you.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion, replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And there was a time I dreaded getting out of bed in the morning. I dreaded doing my workouts. I dreaded trying to carry my kids around because nothing felt good. My knee was bothering me. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that are going through the same thing. Years of sports or abuse or whatever it is on your body is taking its toll. Do not wait any longer. There is a treatment protocol that doesn't require surgery, doesn't require pills. It's going to repair and restore the joint tissue itself. We're talking about natural cellular therapies with my friends over at QC Kinetics. I checked them out. My dad checked them out. No long recovery. just the relief that you need. You can bring your x-rays, your MRIs to QC Kinetics for free. There's no pressure. The chat, they're going to evaluate you, look at you, lay out a protocol to see if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Now is a great time to schedule a back-to-school dental appointment. Dr. Hal Jeter, president of the Ohio Dental Association, is here to tell us more.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right food, nutrition, and vitamins to grow strong and stay healthy. Help them maintain good oral health by brushing every morning and night, flossing, visiting the dentist twice a year, and developing good eating habits. As kids head back to school, it's important to know that foods and drinks high in sugar, acidity, and other cavity-promoting substances are often low in nutritional value, and they have the potential to create plaque capable of damaging tooth enamel. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and obtain superior ongoing education and training. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Kicking off the day with clear skies, but you'll notice more humidity today. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 70s, and then this afternoon, another hot day ahead with our highs in the low 90s. We will see increasing clouds, although we could see a few stray showers and storms. Otherwise, partly to mostly sunny for your Tuesday. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy with chances of showers and thunderstorms overnight. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you can just go right into that group chat right there. We already have Rusty is in the chat. Alfred is in the chat, my guy. KCJ's mom, good morning. All right, thank you all for checking in. We appreciate it. You can hop in there too, say hi. By the way, on the AP Top 25, before we get to this coach who, I don't know why he's getting back into coaching, but he is, or he wants to. The biggest disparities between the coaches poll and the AP. So we told you Ohio State is 2 in the coaches, 3 in the AP. The rest of the top 10 is very similar. It's, one spot flip-flopped here or there, kind of like Ohio State and Penn State. But then you get down to the lower half where some of these teams could still be fighting for playoff spots. We don't know what the season's going to go like. I just find this interesting. Ole Miss is 15th in the coaches poll, but 22nd in the AP. So I think the AP is a little more reliable because it's people who are, compared to the coaches poll.
So the Buckeyes is 3 to you.
I don't think it matters. They're top 5 team. But, hey, let's be honest. Which of those two teams, Penn State and Ohio State, is returning more of their players? Which of those two teams has their starting quarterback figured out?
Well, the difference
Which of those two teams has, on paper, probably a better defense, at least from the guys coming back?
The biggest difference between them, the two teams, one of them has a guy by the name of James Franklin.
Yes. That they have a coaching problem at Penn State. I agree with you.
They have. If James Franklin, it was great. So I was driving in and I was listening to ESPN After Dark, and James Franklin said something, and I was like, yes, this is what he said. He said, this is the best personnel I've ever had since I was at Penn State. You know what? I love that he said that. You know why? Because now I'm going to respond by saying, if you can't get it done with the best personnel you ever had, you are the problem, so you need to be fired.
It's been this, the whole thing has been championship or bust. Right? I mean, they went out.
Yeah.
What have they been saying? Not to take it to the NFL for a second, but with the Bengals, we all acknowledge if their defense got better, they could be potentially a Super Bowl champion, right? Because they have an offense that should be all world with all the talent there. What did they do this offseason to address that defense?
Nothing.
They did one thing.
Oh, draft Shamar Stewart?
No, well, two things.
Al Golden?
Yeah, they went out and got a new coach for the defense and said that's going to put us over. Maybe that'll put us over the top.
They didn't do nothing.
Okay, right. But I'm with you. But that's what people are like. No, but if that works, if that works, then you're right.
They blamed the whole thing on Lou. They said Lou was terrible.
Lou Amarillo.
Which is crazy because they was praising Lou when they went to the Super Bowl.
Of course they were.
Now all of a sudden there's Lou, but we'll see.
Well, I'm thinking that's the same thing in State College, which is like, we know all of our built-in issues. You can say what you want about James Franklin, all that stuff. But hey, we got this guy, this Jim Knowles dude. I don't know if you know, he just won a national championship. He's going to bring that. He's going to tweak our defense to a point that we won't have to worry if Drew Aller can't throw. We won't have to worry if our offense stutters in the fourth quarter because they're not going to let this other team get 10 points. And it's like, okay.
The sick thing about them is they should have been to the national championship. Like they kind of blew their game. They kind of blew it. And it's all because their quarterback decided to throw this pick, talking about he trying to dirt the ball. And I just don't understand how you messed that up that bad.
Well, don't worry. Drew Aller wants to be the Browns quarterback, so I'm already excited for the new reign of pain.
When I seen that, I said, please, oh please.
No.
Let one of these quarterbacks hit because I don't want to have to deal with that this year. I really don't.
The thing with Drew Aller and Penn State is that in the current college football playoff structure, they could still be Penn State and go on a run. I mean, they can lose to Ohio State and Oregon in the regular season, go 10-2, and then make the playoff. I don't know, maybe host a playoff game and then get on the right track and go on a run. Does that sound like something that we've seen before?
But it involves them winning big games.
My thing
That's
with
the
them
problem.
is last year they had the easiest path to the championship.
Oh, yeah, SMU and Boise.
Yeah, the easiest path.
And they won those two.
And they tripped up.
They did.
I want to say that they had the lead in this game, and they blew it.
Against Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
easily could have won that game.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, Notre Dame fans aside, I'm sure they would be like, no, there's no way we were going to lose. But no, the reality is.
Yeah, it was up 24-17.
Yeah,
and they blew it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So that's where I'm saying with Penn State, go ahead. Let them be 2. Let them have all the pressure on it. I don't care. But you know what, though? I get why the AP voters put them ahead because they have more built-ins that are like that. We know who their quarterback is. We know who's going to play on defense primarily. We know a lot of these questions. And they have this defensive coach that should help them tweak things and get it better. I think you need a new head coach, but that's just me.
Yeah,
we're saying it's about a top 5 team that made the playoffs last year. Like, I get it. James Franklin isn't terrible, but to get you over the hump, I don't think he's ever going to be that guy.
Yeah. Then they have, arguably 2 top 10 running backs in the country in the same backfield, and then they got receivers in the portal. So it seems like
everything's lighting up for Penn State, at least on paper, to look like the best team in the conference. But
I'm also glad that they got these quote unquote best receivers out of the portal because if Drew Aller can't hit them this year, like again,
it should tell you everything you need to know.
Because to be honest with you, the only reason he had a good year is because they had Tyler Warren last year. Like he was a mismatch nightmare, and he was doing a lot of things for them. He was their offense at some point in time, especially when it came to the passing attack.
Oh yeah,
they even let the man play quarterback.
Safety valve.
Yeah. Now that that's gone, like I said, he can prove to me that he's NFL ready and he's the guy that everybody claims he is by going out there and having a successful season. You got these new receivers, okay. They're supposed to be really good. Okay, we'll get them the ball. Let's see it.
Former Florida State and Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher is apparently, quote, very interested in returning to coaching. He gave this quote to a podcast called Trials to Triumph. It's a YouTube channel, I guess you can go watch. Anyway, he said, I would be very interested in still doing it because I think I've still got a lot to give and I'd like to get back out there. I really would. Reminder that Jimbo Fisher. James Franklin may have a pile of money to sit on soon enough, depending on how this goes. Jimbo Fisher got $76 million from Texas A&M to go away. So, I don't know, Tyvis, if you had $76 million, would you know what, you're crazy enough you might actually do it. If I had $76 million, I would do the show for you guys for fun. But we would do it when we felt like doing it. I would make sure you guys didn't have to come in every day if you didn't want to. We could do like a once a week podcast. I'd be good with that. Make sure everybody's getting paid, and then then that'd be it. Like I wouldn't have a daily thing I have to go do.
No, if you had $76 million, all I would ask from you is just give me a Comrex. So instead of me having to get up and walk in here, I could just roll out.
We could still do the show.
And just do it right from the house.
But that's what I'm saying is like, man, I would just, and it would be like, how do we feel like today is an hour? Great. Like that would, and the next day let's talk for 4 hours.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they not having that upstairs.
No, I know that. No, but I'm telling you, like, I genuinely love what we do. It's a fun gig. And even then, if you gave me $76 million, I would say, I don't know if I need to do this. Right. I wouldn't need it for the money. So why would I, that's a thing I'd have to really think about.
You can't say,
I'm saying he must really love coaching football because that's stressful. $76 million just sitting there.
Well, it's not 76. You got to factor in the fact that when you talk about money like that, you always got to cut it in half because of taxes.
No, okay.
So we talking realistically 38.
He made his money in Florida and Texas.
He made money, and then this was what they paid him to go away.
And I'm saying that got split in half. So let's say 38 million, just to be fair. Let's do a nice round number, 40.
Okay.
Also, the first thing
still sitting at $40 million. Yeah, I'm good.
40 million.
You can live on 40 million.
You could, but
yes, you can.
You could.
You could invest it. If you get 1% back, it's $400,000 a year coming back to you.
But it's football.
No questions asked.
It's football though. Like you know how hard it is to
he
sit.
Can go talk football, but I'm saying
you know how hard it is to be sitting there like you watching the game and you see somebody struggle or mess up. And you'd be like, if I was there, I would have told him this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I do.
It was like me watching Travis Hunter yesterday miss that tackle. If I was there, I would have told him, this is how you got to play it.
Yeah,
so you don't miss that.
That's fine. But if you have all that money, can't you be a consultant and just pop in when you want to? I'm sure you have to.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. These guys are psychos because they don't have any other hobbies. They have nothing else they want to do.
The problem is he got to answer to somebody. He used to be the guy that gives the orders.
Oh, that's fair. I get that. If I had that level of money,
and I got $76 million, how you gonna tell me what to do? And I got $76 million.
To be fair, if I had that level of money, I would keep doing the show because what are they going to tell me upstairs? What are they going to yell at me about? Go ahead.
You would work.
Say whatever you want
with a different mindset.
Oh. Yeah.
You'd be so relaxed.
Oh, let me tell you. The first show, F-bombs be flying. It'd be like, wait, hang on, that's a fine. It'd be like, good, I got money, I'll pay it.
The good news is we have this wonderful guy named Dylan that's going to stop that from going over there.
No. Not when I've got Dylan, not when I have that money. Then it's, you just pay it.
The first thing I looked up when I saw the story was the offset clause because a lot of times, if they go get another job, they either forfeit the money or don't get as much money. He's getting it regardless.
Oh, yeah.
He can go coach somewhere else, and he's still getting the full buyout.
Well, I tell you.
He double dipping is what you saying.
That's what he wants to do.
Whoever signed that deal
Chip Kelly
guaranteed him all that money. Someone really ought to question who that guy is. Oh, wait. He's the AD at Ohio State.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just pointing out. Journalistic integrity. That's all.
It means Ross, when he sees something that's not going the way, he don't mind writing a check to get it out.
Good. I hope he writes a check to those camp people and be like, I'm so sorry for this stupid song. We're not playing this. This is going to be a disaster. All right, coming back in 2 minutes. Clip that. Tom Brady gets a statue, and his personality matches it, I think. You'll hear that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there. Well, drive times are still pretty good in and around the metro this morning. Looking a little bit slower for folks on 315 northbound in Upper Arlington, as well as over by West Jefferson if you're taking 70 eastbound. But still, no problems really to notice here. As for Delaware County, if you're stepping out the door right now, 71 south looking great between 36 to 270. Will only take you about 10 minutes. A little bit slower on 23 south. Nothing too concerning, though. That will take you 16. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Rates as low as 5.54% APR and a $400 cash bonus when you refinance your auto loan with BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/refinance.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. So my teenage son just went out in sweatpants and a hoodie. It's 98 degrees. At least I know he'll be cool in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Get too hot?
Hey, my phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen to that! Son of a... That's unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Holy smoke! Just incredible!
T-Bone and Tyvis present Clip That.
Sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com. Receive a 100% match when you deposit up to $400 with the Prime Sports Ohio app.
Over the weekend, Tom Brady had a statue of himself unveiled. He didn't design it or make it or commission it, but the Patriots did. They invited him to the ceremony, and they unveiled the statue to a round of applause. Then Tom Brady was talking about the honor. He had a little something for Jets fans as he was talking about his new statue.
But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pats fans. It'll also give all the Jets fans something to throw their beers at as they leave the stadium every year. Probably in the second quarter. Maybe the third.
Gosh, oh, God, okay. That joke didn't land, did it? But it was funny. Like, it was a good line, but the guy delivering it, I think, is made of the same material as the statue himself. I don't get why we think Tom Brady has a personality. He's great at football. Let's leave it at that. I don't know. Yeah. Every time I hear him talk, I'm just like, is there anything going on there? Or is he just, all he's thinking about is how he could get back to the NFL? I don't see a personality there at all.
He did. He had the thing where he was killing it on TikTok and Twitter. And
when was that?
When he was doing like reels and stuff. But
what did he do?
He did like the Jack Harlow song, the First Class song.
It sounds so good. It's really like a huge impression.
You didn't like the roast?
No, but the roast was everyone else roasting him.
Yeah, but then he went up there.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
One, everyone else wrote those jokes.
Right.
Two, you've been softened up by the best comedians in the world. And then now Tom Brady gets up and the laughs were coming. Everybody been drinking. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying anybody could get laughs if you had the best material in the world. And for 3 hours before that, you had everybody up there giving these jokes. Yeah, you could get laughs. Come on.
That's
do that. Nothing.
You sound like you got a little haterade in you.
I hate the fact that this man got $300 million to sit on TV and go, if the Jets would have a better quarterback, they might actually win some games. And it's like, thanks, Tom. Brilliant insight. Did you play ever? Like, thank you for telling us things we already know.
I will say that at the beginning of last season, he was not great.
No.
Because he started off with the Browns and Dallas.
Because he has no personality.
No. As the season went on, he got better as the season went on.
Yeah, I don't mind Tom on color commentary now.
He didn't get better. You got used to him. No. That's the difference. That's all it is. If you have an annoying mother-in-law and the first time you meet her, you're like, this woman is off-putting. And then by the end of like 3 years, you're like, you know what? That's Donna. That's just how she is. Like, that's what happened. That's all that happened with him. That's all you did was you got used to this guy. Sounds like a Mars attack alien just going up like, and then the football goes in their head. I got. Like, that's what he sounds like to me. I can't listen to this guy. He's just yelling.
But in the end, this statue isn't just for Pat's.
No, stop.
You know what's crazy?
No personality.
You know what's crazy is now that I do like the Browns, I barely can listen to the commentators because when I'm watching the game, like I'm listening to like Andrew Siciliano.
You're talking about the guys who call Browns games on the radio.
Yeah, I miss that, so I don't get to hear like other games because that's all I can hear.
Yeah,
that's all
sure.
that's being played at the facilities. Then when I'm doing post game, the volumes turn. It's like watching TV here. You can't hear anything.
While since you've got to sit there, other than like if it's a Thursday night game, or
right?
something,
Like Thursday nights, but that's Herbie. Like that's Herbie on Thursday nights. So
my guy. Okay, great.
Is there any national color commentator that you can say you do like? Because I feel
Greg
like people
Olsen.
just like hating on all of them.
Greg Olsen was good.
Yeah, Greg Olsen is good. I have over the. I mean, I think Troy Aikman's awesome. I've always enjoyed him. I don't get as mad about Collinsworth as other people do.
I like Collinsworth.
I like Collinsworth.
I think he gives me insightful information. I don't care what anybody else says. Just because they think he's a little too excited about Patrick Mahomes, two things can be true.
That's true. And yes, he gets annoying when he gets really drilling down on one guy and it's like, this is the great. I tell you, I don't need that. Also, when he gets like sick and he has the gravelly voice, just stay home.
Could use a little love right now. There they are working those balls.
You know who I've enjoyed?
Tony Romo.
Here's the thing, though. I used to bag on Tony Romo when he first started.
Because you can see the balls right there.
Yeah. Like, the thing with Tony Romo was when he first started, everyone was just gassing this guy up.
Oh, because he was doing that, predicting the plays.
They're going to run it here. And then everybody's like, he knew they were going to run it. And it's like, yeah, he should because he played in the NFL 2 minutes ago. He should know these offenses. And he talked to the coaches who told him the game plan. And he can process it because he just got off the field. My thing was, because then he started messing that up. And then he started going, I think it's going to be a pass here. And then they'd run it right up the middle. It's like, I guess I got that wrong. Once you get out of the game for a few years, it's probably harder to pick that stuff up, right?
No,
because things change.
No,
they change things on you.
The players change, but the game remains the same. Trust me.
Whatever the case was.
Trust me, because I be sitting there like, my wife will always say, she'd be like, you just as good as anybody. Be sitting there like, this is what they gonna do.
Well, I don't doubt that.
That's exactly what she be looking at me like, yeah.
One time, I've always said defensive players much better at calling out plays than offensive players, so that tracks. I definitely think that would make sense. I think you would be better than Tony Romo. But
I'm good.
Here's the thing. I think Tony Romo changed when he realized, I don't have as much of that. I can't make this every play either. Because also sometimes when you're watching a game, it's like, do I need to know this is a run? How about we just let it happen 4 seconds from now and I'll find out what happened, as opposed to you telling me ahead of time, they're going to run this around the left side, Jim. It's like, great. Can I just see it happen? Do I need this? Like, if it's at a movie, it's like, the murderer's in that room. Like, just let the movie happen. I don't need you to tell me right before. But he adjusted. He's changed. And I think he's gotten a lot better. So the answer here is, I just really don't like Tom Brady. I think that's what's going down. I like lots of guys who call these games. By the way, Tom Brady was on the Joel Klatt show. He also said annoying things there. Here's Tom Brady talking about college football.
Are we doing them a disservice because we're tempting them with, some money in their pocket?
Is there something that you really enjoy or don't enjoy about what's going on in the college space right now?
It's a really loaded question.
Yep.
And you look at your own personal experience with college football and the blessing that college football was for me. There were so many lessons that I learned in college about competition, about growing up, about responsibility and accountability. That for my entire life I can look back on and be grateful. I didn't go to 3 different colleges. I didn't leave college when it seemed like I wasn't going to play.
All right, fine. I'm sick of the violin music. I don't know why it's under there.
Why are they acting like this is a serious conversation?
I don't know. Tyvis, I don't know how you feel. I think there's 2 sides to college football. There's the side that's like Tom Rinaldi, weepy stories. There's this Joel Klatt thing where you have violin music under it. There's the part of college football where Carmen, Ohio, tickles you, where it's like, this is sentimental and elevated and dramatic and that's college football. That's great. I'm on the side of college football where, like, remember in the Egg Bowl when the dude scored a touchdown and then tried to do like a dog pee?
That was Elijah Moore, wasn't it?
Yeah, Elijah Moore, right? Like that's where I live. It's like I'm here for the chaos. I'm here for kids like tripping over the hedges as they rush the field. Like I'm here for the stupid part of college football. I love all of it. But I don't need the weepy music there from Tom Brady. But I also don't need the lecture about, college kids, they don't know what it's like to have to stick it out and be tough. Yes, they do. They have it tough. They have it tougher in some ways than Tom Brady did. No one knew who he was for the first 4 years of his college career. I mean, I think that's a different thing that we don't talk about. Well, he didn't have the pressure that those kids had.
As you know, I'm Team Switzerland on a lot of things in life.
I've figured that out.
So I understand where he's coming from as far as, when he was playing. First of all, he sounds like the old guy in the room. And a lot of people do. If you haven't lived in this era of football or college football, you only know what you know. And I couldn't leave because if I left, I had to sit out for an entire year, that's might as well not do that. So I stayed and I competed and I rose to the top and became a starter. Yes, that translates to the NFL. Unless you're a first round or second round pick, usually it's not given to you. You got to go in there and compete, get the job, and then you become a starter. Where people feel that in college, guys feel like if they not playing, then they're going to transfer right away. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's not true. It's a lot of guys that stuck around, like at Ohio State. I don't know, a guy by the name of Lincoln Keynote decided to had a horrible go at it as his first action as a Buckeye.
Yeah,
sat behind it, watched him go get another quarterback, and then still stuck around, and yet here he is competing for the starting job. So it's you can say that people lose their competitive edge or it's not as competitive because guys just transfer, but there's also stories of guys that do stay and still fight and scratch and claw to try to be the starter. So that part I don't understand. He missed me a little bit. I get it, but I don't get it.
To your point, no one is forcing guys to go to the transfer portal every year either. You make choices, right? And I always think life is better when you have options. So, like, if your choice is to leave and go elsewhere, great. Maybe that makes your life better. Maybe it makes it worse, but you have the freedom to choose. Same thing with, if you decide to stay and fight and try to get your spot. That's also, either way, life is about choices. So, for me, when people are like, it's not fair, all these college kids have choices now. It's like, yeah, it is, because that's how life works. No one's sitting there holding your hand, forcing you to do something. You have to make choices. That prepares you for life, in my opinion. So Tom Brady. Also, don't tell me about your avocado ice cream. Go to hell with that. Morning Wood is coming up next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Tuesday. Well, we are noticing more people on the roads, which unfortunately means more crashes. We have one crash happening over in the downtown scene. That's 670, that westbound direction, right at High Street and 23 southbound, right by Fort Hayes Park, too. A left shoulder is still blocked at this hour and is causing some slowdowns this morning. The road is a little bit restricted, but is open. Again, 670 in that westbound direction at mile marker 4.5. Looks like 2 cars were involved. Cops, thankfully, and a tow truck are on scene. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Stanley spent his life in the saddle, wrangling whatever life threw at him. But nothing prepared him for the fight against low T and ED. Shane practically hunched him over. Bonbon pills just gave him a headache. He begged for a lifeline.
Well, maybe it's over.
Columbus Men's Clinic said no. Medical conditions, old age, there's hope. This is about real treatments. Science, not one-size-fits-all guesswork. Columbus Men's Clinic was designed for men who hate going to the doctor. Personalized plans, cutting-edge treatments, overseen by an actual medical provider that takes the time to listen. With low T and ED treatments others only dream about, we fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Because every second you wait, your condition could worsen. Act now. Don't let time slip away. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is only $99, including blood work. And you'll know your T level before you leave. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Enjoy hot deals on Meijer brand back-to-school must-haves all season long. Save on breakfast favorites like Meijer Toasted Oats Honey Nut Cereal, select varieties of Meijer pastry treats, Meijer Sweet and Salty Granola Bars, and Meijer Applesauce, each for only $1.79. Save on lunchtime essentials like Meijer Peanut Butter, Meijer Grape Jelly, and Meijer Round Top Bread, just $1.39 each. Saving a good deal more on your favorite Meijer brand must-haves is a good deal better all season long. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward. When we say we want to lose weight, we mean fat, not muscle. New studies show up to 40% of the weight lost on the new meds is muscle, not fat. Keep your muscle. Lose the fat with Awaken 180. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Don't sweat it. Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your air conditioner fast. 1-800-COOLING.
It's hot out. Stay in the house and cool yourself with the sweet sounds of The Fan. You can watch on YouTube or tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan. It's the equivalent of putting ice cubes down your pants. All right! The Fan.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can download this show in podcast form wherever you get podcasts. Just go search T-Bone and Tyvis and then click on follow or add or like, whatever it is. If you gave us a rating, that would, I mean, we would always appreciate that. But
a good rating.
Great.
Don't give us a bad rating.
A 5-star rating, please. Come on. Anything less would be uncivilized. No, but if you have not done that yet, go subscribe to the podcast. That way, every show, whether you are on vacation, whether you are sick in bed, wherever you are, you can always, I don't know why I picked that example, but wherever you are, you can pick up the show and then you can listen to it. Whether whether you're feeling good, bad, or whatever, we'll be there for you every day, except tomorrow when I'm out because I'm on vacation tomorrow. Tyvis, are you mad that you're not the one taking PTO today or tomorrow?
Who does that?
You.
I don't believe it.
You know why I'm saying that.
Mr. PTO.
I don't know what happened to that sound, but yeah. All right. You're Mr. PTO.
Don't play that. It's going to break the dad.
Not that one.
Hopefully that one.
The longer one breaks the dad.
For now. Until we get something new that hopefully won't break anymore. All right. What are we doing now? Oh, yeah. Morning breath. Yeah.
Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
No, it's not.
What's wrong with you?
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh my. This is is Morning Wood.
You know what, in hindsight, I probably should have put them next to each other.
You know what your problem is? You have already checked out. You are already in Colorado.
I haven't.
You need to be where your feet are.
You know what the problem was? The problem was I thought, let me get a shot in on Tyvis. So I'm going to play that
Good.
Mr. PTO.
See, good.
And then I scrolled away from where I was on the soundboard.
Good.
And I messed myself
I'm glad.
up.
That's what you get.
Yeah, I guess that song, every time we try to play it, something goes wrong. So maybe we should never do that again. All right. Morning Wood. Dylan, let's make it happen. Go ahead.
right.
Morning Wood question number 1.
According to Josh Pate, the top quarterbacks in college football are Florida's DJ Lagway, OU's John Mateer, Clemson's Cade Klubnik, and South Carolina's Lenore Sellers. Would you agree?
I'll be honest, I haven't seen enough of John Mateer because he was playing at Washington State. Is he another one of those guys?
Correct.
Transferred
Just
from
like
there?
Cam Ward.
Yeah, so maybe there's some lineage there. DJ Lagway gets hurt all the time. I
think he's hurt right now.
Yeah. I'm hurting after that last segment of trying to get everything playing. I don't know. I mean, I have been on record as saying I don't believe in a lot of the quarterbacks in this class, but obviously of the guys who are the best, I think Lenore Sellers could absolutely end up being the best guy here. He's a big dude. I think he's like 6'3", 240. I mean, Tyvis, you know, guys who are 6'3", 240, that's pretty sizable. That's a big guy. That's playing quarterback. I should be fine. But, yeah, I don't know. Him or Cade Klubnik, I would probably say the two best. I don't know if I have a top 4 for you right now, but those are the two I would say probably the best in this class.
I would add 2 names to this. I would add Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, and I would add Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. Oh, and I'm sure you're going to add your boy.
Why are we not talking about Arch Manning?
He's going to add him.
On.
Can't believe that he's not on the list.
Yeah, right.
Shocker.
You know what? If they do the list at the end and that's where he is, great. But he'll have proven it on the field where we'll actually have watched him play. For all we know right now, whoever ends up starting for Ohio State could end up being that guy too, right?
Right, yeah, of course.
That obviously, Julian Sayin could be one of the best quarterbacks in college football if he gets the job. But we haven't seen him play in any meaningful snaps. So that's why I think this list, it's fine. I'll give you that Josh Pate watches a lot more college football than most people in the world. So his list is probably sound. I just haven't watched enough of John Mateer to know. Morningwood question number 2.
All right, I saw this on Twitter. At least one team that started the season unranked finished in the top 10 in the AP poll in 29 of the last 31 years. Which unranked team would you pick to finish top 10 this season?
Ooh. Top 10?
Yeah, so let's say an unranked team that's going to make the playoffs. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, you know, in the AP poll, it's different because, like, Oklahoma wasn't ranked in the coaches poll, and I could theoretically see something happening. They're too big of a program to always be this bad like they have been the last few years. But looking at the AP teams that didn't finish, they're not in the top 25 now, you're saying, right?
Right, correct.
BYU, quarterback issue there. You don't even know who's going to play. Utah, no. Baylor, Louisville, USC, I guess, in theory. But again, like, how long have we been saying USC should finally get their act together? I don't know. After that, I mean, you're looking at Nebraska, Auburn. I guess Missouri has, of the teams that I just mentioned, Missouri didn't get in the top 25. They're probably the one that's had the most success of any of those programs I just mentioned over the last 5 years. So maybe Missouri sneakily, but I think this is a down year for them. So I'm going to say Utah, or I guess, I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about it at all.
I don't feel good about none of these unranked teams. But it's good.
History says one of them's got to do it.
Yeah, I guess so. If I had to pick, I mean, the Big 12 would be the easy ones. You know what? Let's go. Let's go West V. Let's go Rich Rod.
Rich Rod, West Virginia.
Go Rich Rod and West V. He's gonna bring some spark back there.
All right, Morningwood question number 3.
All right, I also saw this argument on Twitter. Which programs would you say are the blue bloods of college football?
Well, we got to start with the Ohio State
Well, you know
University.
that. I would say Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, right? Those are all 3 blue bloods.
Georgia, really?
I'd put Georgia in the blue bloods category. I think so. Texas, obviously.
Yes. Florida.
Yeah, I'd put Florida there.
Florida State.
You know, we have to put.
They fell off.
We have to put Team Up North in there. I don't know if I have to put Florida State in. I guess we do.
I mean,
I feel like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
they do. You know, I was going to say they've had more of an up and down. Like, it's not just been Bobby Bowden, right? I mean, they obviously had the Jimbo era. And then they just had a run where they went undefeated and their quarterback blew out his knee. And, but they were good that time. So, yeah, I guess you could throw them in there. We have to put Team Up North in there. Do we put Penn State in? Do we count USC? This is where it gets murky for me. I would put Oklahoma. I would put Oklahoma in the blue blood category.
Historically, or are we talking about right now?
I mean, a blue blood implies that they've historically been good, but to me, it's like they're historically good, but then they also pop up at least every few years where they win again.
Notre Dame, do we put in the blue bloods conversation? I think you have to, right?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you have to.
So I feel like the consensus online, you guys have added a lot more teams than X did.
Okay.
Bama, Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, USC, Texas, Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska, get out of here with that.
I mean, they have their one three-peat national championship.
I feel like I could do a whole segment on just that, but we have to pause. We will come back and tell you where that list was wrong next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you live over in Delaware County, we have a new crash report in your neck of the woods. This happening on 23 northbound at Olentangy Crossings East. The right lane is currently blocked out there because of a crash. A little bit restricted this morning, but the road is still open. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Let me ask you something. Is your money doing everything it can for you?
I don't know. How would I know?
Is it automatically saving for special events and keeping you posted on its progress? Like at Huntington Bank?
Oh, no.
Is it tracking your spending so you can make the best choices at the mall?
Nope.
Or setting limits on your teenager's debit card?
Definitely not.
Then it could certainly be doing more.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
When was the last time you could just jump out of bed without having to worry about your knee or back? You probably have this in the back of your mind. This will disappear, but nothing has ever changed. It's Tyvis Powell, and it's time to call and schedule that free consultation with Dr. Wolkoff and his team at QC Kinetics here in Columbus. There are thousands of patients who will tell you they wish they would have done it sooner. I'm glad that I did. Let me tell you about my experience. Other patients and myself have turned our lives around with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissues. Natural cellular therapies, no scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Check it out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. Bring your x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
It's Wilson from that other window place, and this is the Secrets of Pella podcast. Secrets of Pella. Where we try to expose Pella Windows secrets. Okay, Leslie from Pella, these magical disappearing screens you speak of, what exactly is Pella hiding?
Well, hiding the screens is the whole point.
All right, cut. The screen just disappears? There's no magic involved? Okay.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
On this August 12th, back in 1966, the Pirates and Reds combined for a then record 11 home runs. And Reds outfielder Art Shamsky had 3 of the homers, and he didn't even start. Shamsky was a pinch hitter in the 8th inning, and he delivered with a 2-run homer. He then stayed in the game playing left field. The game went into extra innings, and he homered in his next 2 at-bats. Unbelievably, all these heroics went for naught when the Pirates finally beat the Reds in the 13th inning. But Shamsky wasn't done. 2 days later, in his next at-bat, he homered to give him 4 home runs in 4 consecutive at-bats. Only one of 2 Reds ever to do that. And his streak started this August 12, 1966, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
You've probably heard of speed dating, but what if there was something similar for hiring, especially if you're running a growing business? There is Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You can post your job today and talk to interested qualified candidates tomorrow. Simply select a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you'd like to connect with and meet and greet people through back-to-back video calls starting as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The AP poll was released yesterday with the Buckeyes' Week 1 opponent being named number 1. The Texas Longhorns topped the poll, followed by Penn State at 2 and Ohio State at number 3. Clemson and Georgia round out the top 5. And the Cincinnati Reds scored first last night with a Gavin Lux RBI single in the first inning, but it was all Philadelphia after that as the Redlegs lost 4-1 to the Phillies. These two teams will go again tonight. First pitch is at 6:40. And finally, the Cleveland Guardians had the day off yesterday, but they will start a home series with the Miami Marlins tonight. The Guardians are one game out of a playoff spot. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Don't put off losing weight this summer. Reach your goal during the easiest season for weight loss. Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of summer.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, so in the last segment, we started talking about the blue bloods of college football. Dylan, where did you see this posted on Twitter? Because I know it seems like every 18 months this discussion comes up again, but on Twitter, who had this and what was the actual list they came up with?
So the list that I gave you guys was a reply of a poll. It was supposedly of 175,000 college football fans coast to coast. But the original argument came from On Three's Andy Staples. This is who started it all. And he has, it looks like, 12 blue bloods, which I feel like is way too many.
Okay.
So what he has is Alabama, Florida State, Georgia, LSU, Michigan, Oklahoma, Miami, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Ohio State, Texas, USC, and then just missing the cut, Auburn, Clemson, Florida, Nebraska, and Penn State.
All right.
Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like let's define blue bloods as like when you say college football, I think of this helmet. Right? Like that, it has to be an exclusive club. We're talking less than 10 teams are blue bloods, right?
Their criteria was have to be top 15 in program win percentage, at least one national title win in 2 of the 3 eras. So you have the poll era, the BCS era, and the college football playoff era.
Okay.
So that was his criteria that he put out there.
Okay. That's at least there's some criteria for it. I was just looking at the win percentage all time. And I feel like if your school's not in the top, I don't know, 20 in win percentage, but I'm even go better than that. Here are all the teams who have a winning percentage above 650. Okay. Ohio State, shout out to us, ranked number 1 in that category at 735.
Go Bucks.
73% of the games they have won. Good for them. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Michigan. You stop me when you don't hear when you hear someone that is not a blue blood, all right? Okay. Ohio State, Bama, Michigan, Notre Dame. Here's number 5, Boise State.
Yeah, no. They,
I mean, no. Good for them.
No.
That's nice, but they're not a blue blood.
Yeah, no.
Oklahoma, winning percentage is .723. Texas, USC.
I'm okay with USC.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they haven't done nothing since Pete Carroll left.
Oh,
but
no, that's right. Yeah. And all that was tainted with Reggie Bush, taking illicit gains from. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it's all legal now.
It's all legal now. I agree with you. It should never have been a penalty in the first place, but it was. USC, Penn State is technically 9th in winning percentage, but
I'm iffy on them.
When's the last time Penn State won a national championship?
That's a great question. I want to know that too.
I'm going to guess the 80s.
Even maybe like even then with Joe Pa, like people talked about the era with Joe Pa, like, well, they haven't been the same, since that Sandusky scandal and all
86,
that. But
they
weren't
Miami.
that good for the 20 years before that. Like it's been a while since they've stayed, since they've been any relevant and good.
So they did actually play a game, or was it like?
It was they won the Fiesta Bowl, and then I'm assuming in that era
they
would have voted after the bowls who the national champion was.
I shouldn't say they're not. I shouldn't say Penn State's not relevant. They are, but they're not. They haven't won a national championship in almost 40 years. Like, come on.
Still, although Ohio State will fall victim to this, I still don't like the fact that they crown teams that didn't play like a national championship game.
But then you're discounting every national champion that hasn't been a national champion for like the past 30 years. You're saying college football doesn't count before that?
I do think
yes. Yep.
I think when we have this blue blood discussion, a lot of it gets murked up by the fact that it's like, oh, well, this team was relevant 100 years ago. It's like, yeah, but I don't know. So were carriages, and now we don't use those. Like, I feel as if there is something to the idea that in the last 30 years, 40 years, you have to have done something, right? So Ohio State, Bama have all done that. Sadly, Michigan has, much as I hate them. Notre Dame has, they haven't won a national championship, I guess, right? Probably in that same time period as Penn State. When's the last time Notre Dame won a national championship? Like 92?
It was 90 or 92, yeah.
But they've been to the national championship.
That's fair, yes.
Like
so I'll give you that. That's fair. And I do think they are much more relevant than Penn State has been.
88 for Notre Dame.
Oh, 88. Okay. So they fall in a similar category with Penn State, I guess. But Notre Dame has gotten 2 national championship games. You can argue about the Manti Te'o game, right? That was one that Ohio State, you should have played in that one. We know about all that, but whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll give Notre Dame blue blood. That's fine. I don't think I'm giving it to Penn State. Nebraska? Get out of here. Tennessee? No. Georgia, I would put in as a blue blood because I think they've been relevant over different eras, but a lot of their success comes more recently. That is also fair.
For some odd reason, I feel like it's done with them. I don't know why.
Really? You think it's over?
I do.
You think it's over for the South in general just because now everybody's paying players? It's not like a big secret?
You know what? Let me, I take that back. They ended up getting, I think they got the number 1 quarterback recruit. So maybe when he gets there, maybe his sophomore, junior year, they become like, they make a run for it. But like, I just don't see them winning a natty.
Yeah, but this is the discussion of when you think college football, are these schools that immediately come to mind?
Can we go back to Nebraska, though? They won back-to-back national championships in the 70s, and then they won 3 out of 4, I think, in the 90s. Like,
okay, that's
I know
recently
I'll give you that. But like, can you really tell the story of college football without Tom Osborne and those Nebraska teams? Like,
that's no. That is totally fair. I think you're.
I just hate teams that fall off.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, like, okay, by that logic, then we consider Miami a blue blood because you cannot tell the story of college football in the 80s, 90s, 2000, early 2000, obviously, turn of the century. We know about that. Like, that era Miami football was as good as anyone. And they are now completely a shell of themselves, right? Maybe they'll get back to something. They
got Carson Beck.
That great. Good for him. Did his car get jacked again? Is he good? Did he put it in a garage at least this time? His like 2 Lamborghinis he has? Yeah, I'm just saying you can't put if we have to either put Nebraska and Miami in there, or we have to put neither of them in there. And in the last 25 plus years,
neither one of them.
Neither one of them. It's not even like they're close. They just they get to the national championship and then they lose. No, they've been irrelevant for 25 years. That's the part that I feel like that one's hard. Even Ohio State, when we went through the dry spell from 68 to 02, can you tell me Ohio State was irrelevant during Earl Bruce's tenure, during Coop's tenure? No, they were very relevant. They were always around the top 5. And then, they just never got the job done. They lost to Michigan or whatever. Then they had the Tress era. They came back, and now we're in the level of, where we expect Ohio State to be. But that was the down period between the end of Woody's era. That was you're still top 5. You're getting tons of guys in the NFL. You have Heisman Trophy winners. You're constantly in the national discussion. Miami, Nebraska have not been there in 25 years. I can't put them in the blue bloods of college football. They're right after that, I feel like, but not the blue bloods.
You see, to me, when it comes to blue bloods, though, it's once you are one, you can't lose the status. To me, at least.
Then I don't know if we should call them that, right? Because to me, I'm saying you look at Ohio State, Bama, Michigan, Notre Dame. Those are all schools. If I say college football, one of those helmets probably pops in your head. If it's not those, Texas, USC, Oklahoma, yes. Honestly, I don't even know if Georgia fits in that conversation completely. I think it's probably those, what did I say, 7 schools there? I think it's probably 7 or 8 schools, max.
Are we talking about of recency?
No, just all the time. If I say college football, what's the helmet that pops in your head?
I don't know if Georgia pops in my head.
Right, yeah. I'm saying maybe Florida does. Then maybe you put Florida in there over Georgia, but that's probably it for me. I think there's maybe 8 at max.
Because I feel in basketball, I feel like no one really argues about them. It's Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, UCLA, UNC, UConn, Indiana, and then maybe throw in Villanova.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even Indiana.
But same thing with them.
When you had a coach who was throwing chairs on the court, but since then, what? Nothing.
Hey.
No, IU. Go Hoosiers, go to hell.
But that's the thing. It's once you get there, I feel like you don't lose the status. At least to me, that's just my, opinion on a blue blood.
That's fair. But I'm telling you, for me, I think it has to be a pretty exclusive club to call you a blue blood. And like you said, it was 7 or 8 schools you named in college basketball. I think it has to be that. They have 300 schools in college basketball.
Right.
We have a third of that in college football. And you're still, I'm saying, I don't think it could be more than 7 or 8 schools or blue bloods. And for me, I think the ones we named there, Ohio State, Bama, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Texas, USC, maybe throw in Florida? Florida State, pick one.
Jason in the chat said after Herschel Walker in 1980, Georgia fell off at 35.
Yeah.
They did. They certainly did.
And you see, if I don't agree, I agree with Tyvis to an extent, not I think we need to go back further than 30 years. But if you're just counting national championships in college football, Yale and Princeton are right up there with everybody else.
That's true enough. That's why you can't put those in there.
100 years ago.
Exactly. When they didn't have face masks. If you won your championships when no one had a face mask, I don't count it. I don't care. The UFC is coming to 10 TV. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning. We are still noticing some major backups for folks downtown after a crash. This is 670 westbound at High Street and US 23. That's southbound direction. Also by Fort Hayes Park. Left shoulder still blocked this morning. The lane is open, just a little bit restricted right now, but it looks like traffic cones are being picked up. Crews should be clearing up the scene pretty soon, but still drive times looking at 21 miles per hour in this stretch. Again, 670, that westbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Spend Labor Day weekend at Great American Ballpark. Cheer on the Reds when they face the Cardinals in a 3-game set August 29th through the 31st. Enjoy a fantastic post-game fireworks show on Friday presented by Toyota. Saturday, fans in attendance will receive a Hunter Green bobblehead featuring the Reds ace with his French Bulldog Ross, thanks to Tri-Health while supplies last. Bring the whole crew on Sunday and enjoy some afternoon baseball. Visit Reds.com/tickets today.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties are $5.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Kicking off the day with clear skies, but you'll notice more humidity today. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 70s, and then this afternoon, another hot day ahead with our highs in the low 90s. We will see increasing clouds, although we could see a few stray showers and storms. Otherwise, partly to mostly sunny for your Tuesday. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy with chances of showers and thunderstorms overnight. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
2 men with 5 combined offspring. None of them have penises. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
T-Bone and Tyvis, back from another break. Before we get to the UFC, I have to tell you guys about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Think about what summer should be. Relaxed, romantic, unforgettable. Don't let ED or erectile dysfunction keep you from making the most of it. Not when help is this easy to get. Because right now, Tri-State Health is there when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. There are 6 locations, 2 of them located here in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one is in Westerville. If you schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today, your initial visit is only $99. It includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
By the way, Tyvis, I like the jersey you're wearing today. You said yesterday you're going to wear one that was significant to you.
Yeah.
You are wearing
like
your
that?
DC Defenders. Is that the team?
Yes, that's correct.
XFL.
You know,
it's
you gotta
number
support
12.
You got to support your kids, man.
This
support
is,
your kids. Let me see. Can I turn around for you, too?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You are wearing a Cardale Jones 12-gauge jersey, DC Defenders jersey. I like it. It's nice. I was wondering what you're going to wear today because you said that you were going to have something that was significant to you. So that's good.
Yeah, you know, and it's not all the time
roommate.
where you can watch your kids go out there and play and be able to support your kids.
Sure.
Like how many? It's only a handful of parents that like get to wear their kids' professional jerseys.
You think LeBron wears Bronny James's jersey?
Oh, when he's done, he's 1,000% going to.
So that's what,
Yes.
that's what you're doing is you're done now.
Yes.
So you're wearing his jersey. He's done too,
Yes.
I guess. That's the difference.
Yes.
Bronny will maybe still be playing after LeBron retires. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, a lot of people think they're a package deal, but I think the youngest one should be coming into the league.
Yeah. He's going to be a freshman at Arizona this year.
I forgot about that.
So he's forced to be a one and done.
Maybe.
If he wants to play with his father.
Yeah, if they want to play together.
They all should come to the Cavs for one last little hoorah.
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine if 3 out of the 5 starters are...
No, that's not happening. I'm going to tell you that now. That's not happening.
Hey, it'd be a great family moment. I don't know if it'd be good basketball, but it'd be a great family moment.
Bryce.
If that's the case, they can keep that in L.A.
Bryce is going to be better than Bronny.
I've heard that.
You
that's
think
what,
so?
That's what people say. All right, we'll find out.
Well, Bronny is a 3-and-D guy, and he needs to just
maybe
be
without
that.
the 3.
I mean, he
work on the 3.
He's getting better. He's getting better.
His problem is he don't have confidence in himself.
He's also 6'2".
Yeah, that's the problem. Is trying to get that off when you've got guys 6'8" who are guarding you on the wing now. That's tough.
Listen, I ain't trying to hear that.
Okay.
Kyrie, Chris Paul,
he's not.
Allen Iverson.
Stop.
Muggsy Bogues.
Stop.
Spud
We were
Webb.
talking about guys with handles.
Yeah, he doesn't have that skill of those guys.
Stop.
I mean,
Nate Robinson.
All those guys are great. Big fans of all those dudes. As a short king myself, I love him.
Nate will dunk on you.
I know he will. I love watching those. Him and Dwight Howard used to have those battles in the dunk contest. They were epic.
Yeah.
The UFC is coming to 10 TV. So Paramount Plus is the new home, new U.S. home of UFC numbered events and fight nights beginning in 2026. They announced this. I think it's a $7 billion deal. Did I see that right?
That is correct.
I mean, it's not the amount of albums that Taylor Swift is going to sell, but it's close. That's pretty good. $7 billion for UFC. Dana White has obviously made himself some change there. Now, what this does is pretty much effectively end in 2026. Their pay-per-view business more or less goes away because what they are going to do is put the numbered events, right? So UFC, whatever they're on, 400, I don't know.
It's 300 something.
Okay, 300, whatever.
Close.
Yeah. So those will now live on Paramount Plus and or broadcast television. CBS will probably have some of those events. They are going to treat that like the way that I'm not saying it's going to have the same viewership, but they're going to treat that like they would a championship game, Super Bowl, national championship game, an NBA, Game 7, something like that. That's what they're going to be trying to do with this, is turn it into a marquee television event that gets them a big number. It'll be interesting to see what that number looks like, but when you're getting $7 billion, I guess it makes sense they're going away from pay-per-view because that's what you're getting paid for. Paramount Plus wants that all on their network.
So are they going to do the fight at the White House? Is that going to be on Paramount?
No, I bet you that an event like that will be on CBS, or like when they get to an even number and they try to book bigger fights. For example, like UFC 300, they try to make it this big card because it was the 300th one. One like that would be on CBS. But as a casual UFC fan who is also cheap, this is the best news I heard all day yesterday. Because I was like, I'm not going to pay, $80 for each UFC fight, but I will get a Paramount Plus subscription and watch that. And I feel like that's the reason why they're going to this model, is because people that like me that like watching it but don't like it $80 to $100 worth to watch it, I'll definitely do this.
Oh, yeah. I think this will get me, as someone who watches barely any UFC ever, just because it's not, I've never really got into, like, I'm not a big combat sports guy. I've never really, I guess when I was a kid, I watched more boxing, but I haven't been into boxing in a very long time.
What?
I don't watch a lot of boxing. I don't know what to tell you.
Boxing also slowly going to a non-pay-per-view model as well.
You don't know who Abdullah Mason is?
I can't tell you that I've ever, if you put a picture up of him and three other dudes, I probably couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Abdullah Mason is the next thing. He from Cleveland.
Like,
Abdullah Mason.
I don't know.
He be getting people out of there in the second or third round.
I know, was it Stipe? I remember him, right?
Oh, yeah. He just retired.
Yeah, but I remember, I have jumped in occasionally on this.
But that's UFC.
I know, but I'm saying between the two of them, I'm very, this is designed for people like me who are like, I don't know. I've watched some UFC. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't carve out time for it, and I don't carve out money for it. Well, now I have Paramount Plus. All these events will be there. It's a lot like what WWE's done. WWE's bringing all that stuff to a place where you already may have it, and now you could watch it on Netflix if you want to. So I like that they're doing this. They will also put select marquee events on CBS, but all 13 of their numbered events every year will be all on Paramount Plus regardless. They'll pick a few to put on CBS. Like you said, probably that White House one will be one of them. But
I'm going to be honest with you. Boxing right now is the only thing that I will stay up past my bedtime to watch.
Well,
really?
Yeah.
Like with them, Terrence Crawford and Canelo, they're fighting on Netflix. Yeah, so they're getting away from it too.
They better figure that out. Netflix better figure that out. I'm going to just tell you.
Well, I think
it ain't going to be none of that buffering stuff like the Jake Paul thing.
Yeah, so the Tyson-Paul fight was bad. That was like 2 weeks before WWE went to Netflix, and they do it live, and I watch it pretty much every Monday. They haven't had any hiccups with their live stream, so I feel like that Tyson-Paul was kind of like the test dummy event for a live event streaming on Netflix, and I feel like they've definitely worked out the kinks since then.
This is going to sound really, really like I'm taking a shot at WWE and you, Dylan, but I'm not. Maybe WWE doesn't have the people that they had for that, that other fight. So
5 million people watched the first Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But in the world of television, I'm guessing that
I get what you're saying.
The Paul fight probably did more than that. And some of these UFC events, that's the thing with Paramount Plus. I watch soccer on Paramount Plus, and I have had issues with some of their bigger games where suddenly it's not as reliable as I had hoped. Now, I'm sure they've probably gotten that corrected because they've had bigger events on there. They have college football games. They have other sporting events.
NFL on there.
Yeah, they have the
Christmas.
NFL. That's right. Yeah. So I'm sure they'll get this all sorted out. But UFC is going to be now available on your TV a lot easier. I wonder if people have watch parties like they used to. Because used to you'd have people over for a pay-per-view to bring, because it's $100. All right, everybody bring $5 or $10 and then we'll cover it.
Watch the
fight.
Now
you don't have to. So
I wish I was older back when Tyson was fighting.
Oh yeah,
I know that was
I
watched big thing. Where we watching the fight at?
Yeah, I never watched his fights. I never went and watched his fights because I was too young to go to a bar during most. By the time I got old enough to do that, he had already bitten Evander Holyfield's ear off.
Some of them was over with in 30 seconds.
There's that too. Yeah.
I'd be so mad if I paid money for this pay-per-view and he ended it in 30 seconds. I'd be like, what?
That's part of the reason. The first UFC pay-per-view I ever bought was the one where Anderson Silva broke his leg in the first round of the main event.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
And
that's the one where he kicked the dude.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
And the co-main event was Ronda Rousey in her prime where she armbarred a girl in the first round. So the two fights that I bought the pay-per-view for ended in the first round.
Oh, see, yeah, that's no good. Don't want that. And that's now you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Now you'll be able to watch these. That's going to get a bigger audience.
That was Cardell's crush.
Oh, Ronda Rousey?
Really?
Oh, it was a whole thing. You didn't see that?
No.
You don't remember that back in the day?
I don't.
He shot at her and she responded to him.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot all about that. I would be scared to approach a woman like Ronda Rousey. You do the wrong thing one time and she's having a bad day. Good night for you. I don't care. A girl can beat me up if it's Ronda Rousey.
Hey, you know what?
I'm not going to act like I could fight her even if I wanted to.
I'm just she could throw me around any day. That's fine.
Oh, no. That's fine.
I don't know if she could, but I let her try. The Browns have some issues. The Browns have a little bit of an issue with one of their star players. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, traffic is definitely picking up for your Tuesday commutes here. We're still noticing some delays after a crash in the downtown area on 670. A similar situation for folks over in Bryce. No problems there, just a lot more people on the roads, especially if you're taking 70, that westbound direction heading into the city. And lastly, for folks over Canal Winchester and Pickerington, a similar trend for you guys if you're taking 33 westbound, heading towards the downtown area, clocking you in at 29 miles per hour this Tuesday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I ordered the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I feel like we haven't even talked about the biggest story of the day, which is the fact that they have $3 burritos at Taco Bell now, and I'm losing my mind over them. Have you had those?
No.
They're delicious.
You know what's crazy? I just had Taco Bell. For some odd reason, my daughter has become obsessed with it in like the past week.
That's good.
So she like wanted it twice last week.
Raising your kids right.
No,
I approve.
No, whatever. So I ended up, the first time I went, I got like a cheesy gordita crunch and I think a chalupa maybe.
Those are great calls.
And then the next time I went, because she wanted it again like later in the week, I had a grilled cheese burrito.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
You know, you could probably say anything on the Taco Bell menu, and I'd be like, awesome. Way to go. Great idea.
Mexican pizza.
You know what? That's one I never do. I'm not a big Mexican pizza guy.
So I never did it either until I went to, I was either in Seattle or San Francisco. I was with Sherm, and Sherm stopped at Taco Bell. And he was like, yeah, let me get a Mexican pizza. And I looked at him like, a Mexican pizza? So I tried it, and I was like, oh, it's not bad. It's cool. It's not something that for him, it was like his go-to. For me, it's like I try it every now and again.
I'm not a huge fan of refried beans, so usually with that's a part of it, it's not my go-to on that. I usually avoid. But these Taco Bell, the steak burritos, they're $3. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a $3 steak burrito. You know what you're getting into, right? I don't think anybody's confusing that for like, oh, is this aged prime? No, it's not.
Go ahead, Tyvis.
I think the best AM crunch wrap is a steak one now.
Really?
Oh, do they have a steak?
I didn't think that was an option.
Wrap? Yeah. You can add the steak to it. You can get bacon and then add the steak. I did that.
I don't ever want to hear from you.
First of all, wait a minute. First of all,
you guys are out of control with your two donuts on it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. First of all,
you just told me you put steak and bacon in a AM crunch wrap, which I approve of, but you don't get to yell at Dylan for putting donuts on a burger. That's
different.
No, it's not.
That is different.
No, it's not. You put every menu item that Taco Bell has for breakfast in a crunch wrap.
No, I did not.
It's delicious. I'm sure it is.
First of all, the bacon is small.
That's fine. It's still bacon. Just because you chop it up doesn't mean it ceases to be bacon.
That's like getting a bacon and egg sandwich. Like the bacon is just the added accessory.
So
the steak is the main thing.
I can't call bacon. No, bacon is its
that's
own.
like sausage. Like sausage and egg.
T-Bone, we should agree with
sausage is
this.
the main thing, but the bacon is just added on.
So if it's bacon bits, it's essentially like croutons. It's just adding crunch.
I like
so
that.
therefore,
That's
you
good.
could just add something else,
Right.
Because it's just like a topping. It's not.
If I would have said I wanted the sausage and steak, like that's ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous.
But what if they cut up the sausage in little pieces?
Little tiny bits of sausage. No, you go to like a pizza place.
No, we not.
Pizza place with a little ground up sausage.
Bacon is light though. Like it's like light.
All right. Stop. This is
you know
just
what
embrace.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
Tyvis, embrace the fact that you, like me and Dylan, regardless of your size, in your brain.
Well, Dylan is smaller than me, and
I know that
he eat like a big
but
kid.
Dylan is a fat guy in a skinny body.
Clearly.
Yes. You have fat guy in you, and you're just not letting him out. And I'm telling you, let that man breathe. Let him be who he is. You can still eat healthy, but you have to acknowledge the fat man within you. He is there.
I have a question though. Is these new $3 steak burritos, is it different than the steak, like the melted steak burrito? Like my go-to is the number 10, which is like the melted steak burrito with the crunchy taco.
Oh,
is it a different burrito?
I don't know if I've ever had that. No, it's like they have one that's Chipotle Ranch, I want to say.
Okay, so these are new and they're probably smaller than the one in the value menu, I would assume. They're not going to give you a deal for $3.
They have a Chipotle Ranch grilled steak burrito. So they grill it. They get the little char on the outside. And then the other one is the cheesy melt grilled steak burrito with like cheese sauce and sour cream. And yeah, they're both good. I've had them both, probably more than I should. They're excellent. So I highly recommend. On to the news we actually teased. The Browns having some issues. Miles Garrett, we found out yesterday, apparently was driving 100 on Saturday night after he left the facility. They flew back from Carolina. He did not play in that game, but he was with the team, got back from the plane, presumably hopped in his car at the airport and drove home, was pulled over for going over 100 again. He's a guy who said, I will not drive fast because you might remember he had an issue where he flipped his car multiple times and he was going at a high rate of speed when that happened. So he said he learned his lesson. Apparently not. I don't know why Browns players have had an issue this offseason with driving fast, but apparently it's a thing.
It's only been 2.
Multiple times with one of them. And the other one previously flipped his car, and now it's happened again. Like, I'm just saying, it's 100.
So let me get this
It's not
right.
like he got a speeding ticket going 80.
So this was the day this is the night they came back from Carolina?
Yes. So it's like 2 a.m.
So I understand. Like, I get it a little bit because, like, I've been on that type of thing where it's like you tired, you just want to get home, you're just trying to get there as fast as possible.
I have been out late at night as well.
I get that. 2 a.m. There's not a lot of people on the highway, so like usually it's like not a lot of police, there's not a lot of people out, so like usually people tend to speed around those times because it's like I'm not worried about actually
to your
hitting
point,
people. Like I get it.
Okay, I'll give you this. Like the fact that if you do this in rush hour when you see people swerving in and out of traffic and you could cause a massive accident, yeah, there's probably less of a chance of that happening if the roads are largely clear. You and I come in now at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. It's very different than if you come in like at 7:30 in the morning like we are now. The roads we drove in on look very different. I get that, but that's not an excuse to drive 100 miles an hour, in my opinion. I also know Miles Garrett probably drives a car that's a lot easier to get to 100 miles an hour than my car or your car. However,
you know,
it's still not okay. It's still if nothing else, he could hurt himself. If there's no one else on the road, you could wrap that thing around a telephone pole and then you don't walk away from it. So I'm just saying, got to be safer than that.
Sometimes some of those nicer cars, you get up to speed and don't realize, like, man,
I know that.
It don't feel like I'm going 100. Like, it feel like you're going 80 or something like that. But I get it. I get how it's concerning and all those things. And, you know, for a guy that's been in an accident like he was in, yeah, you would think that he learned his lesson. But I also can understand why he probably was like, I just want to get home as fast as possible. So to me, it's one of those things that hopefully he learns, like, all right, I can't do it ever. Like, not even at 2 a.m. I'm not doing it ever. And
right.
Just do the speed limit. And they got to know, because I got to go past there in about a couple of hours. You can't speed in Strongsville. Like, I don't know how they don't know this. Like, they sit in them same spots in Strongsville every time I'm driving up there. So how is it that you think that you go, he did it and Shador did it? Like, y'all don't know that spot?
I didn't grow up in Cleveland. I've only gone up there probably less than 24 times in my life. And I know that Strongsville is not a place where you mess around. Like, no, you just don't do that. Like, I don't know how guys who live there don't see that coming. But the other part of this, I just want to say, I hope that whoever in the media had this take when Shador Sanders had his speeding tickets, and they're like, this is why he can't play in the NFL. Bring that energy for Miles Garrett. I would love to hear you talk about that and see if you keep that consistency, because I don't think this means Miles Garrett shouldn't play for the Browns or anything. It's just, don't do this. That's stupid. You have a great career that you've already amassed and ahead of you. Still, plenty of time left in that. Don't put it at risk by being dumb in your car. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, this does not affect him playing on the field, I'm quite sure.
You guys both brought up the rollover crash, and I feel like that's what most people are remembering or like alluding to when they're like, oh man, again. I saw that this is his 6th ticketed incident since being drafted to the Browns.
Is it really?
So it's not like it's just these two. I didn't know this until last night, where they're bringing it back up, where they've all been speeding tickets except for the rollover crash. I'm assuming he got some other failure to control or something of that nature. But it's like, if you're a normal person, can you get these many speeding tickets and keep your license? Probably not. I feel like that's what gets a lot of people outraged, that they feel like, oh man, if I was doing this on the road, I would lose my license.
We talked about it yesterday. It's not the same thing quite, but like Jackson Dart, how he just was blowing through the toll booths in New York because he had no idea that, he says, he's like, I don't know what those are. He was just driving through a toll booth and not paying and amassing a bunch of fines. I feel like the same thing you're talking about. A normal person at some point, they would be like, oh yeah, that car, that has like 1 million tickets on it. At some point, that is going to cause you a problem. Miles Garrett has had a number of those issues. I don't know what the rules are in the state of Ohio, because I've never had 6 speeding tickets like in my life. So I haven't had 6 in a time period where you could suddenly lose your license. But yeah, I mean, you got to be careful about that too.
They all should get chauffeurs. But you know what? They should go back to old school. When camp start, give me the keys. We gonna bust y'all everywhere. That's it. Y'all get to go to the facility and to the hotel.
It's not a school bus. They're not gonna like bus them each to their individual houses. They're not gonna drop you off.
No. We in camp. You got to stay at a hotel. We gonna bus you to the hotel and to the facility.
I mean, I like to drive. I enjoy.
If you want to go somewhere outside of that, Uber.
I enjoy a spirited drive, like anyone does. But yeah, you got to be responsible.
No, you brought up Uber. NFL should just make a partnership with Uber.
They do. No, they got a partnership, I think, with Lyft.
Yeah.
So when I was with Dallas, they gave you like the Uber account. Like, so they was like, if you're out anytime and you drunk or something like that, just use our account and it's on us type thing. So it was no excuse for anybody to like ever have a DUI, because it was like,
but I heard some guys don't want I've heard some people don't want to use that because they're like, oh,
I don't want them to know what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, it's either that or you gonna pay this nice fine. I mean, which
or worse, you could kill someone, right? So you got to. That's the thing. Just it's a self-inflicted wound you don't need, right? On Miles Garrett's career, I'm saying this as someone, if I were advising him, like, let's just try not to have any.
Miles. You
never know what's going to happen playing in the NFL. You could have an injury that ends your career, right? So why take that risk outside of the field when it's already a game that is as violent as it is? You never know what's going to happen the next season.
Miles got enough money to get a chauffeur.
He does. I agree. And you know what? But I get it. He wants to drive his own car. I would too. But just drive it within the speed limit.
He can have somebody else drive it.
That's right. We have an update on when you're going to hear one of the best sports theme songs ever. I'll tell you about that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Tuesday. No crashes to report as of right now, but we are noticing some slowdowns for folks over on the east side. Bryce, Reynoldsburg, looking at you, especially if you're taking 70 on that westbound direction leading into the city. Really, from State Route 256 all the way to Bryce Road, noticing that congestion out there. Live look 70 just east of Bryce Road with our traffic cam. Definitely a lot slower than usual. Want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy and are extra cautious on the roads this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Hey guys, Anthony here. You don't have to live with just getting by. Lacking the energy you should have to enjoy life, no fun. You know, I've been telling you about Low T Center for years and how important it is to find out if testosterone replacement therapy is the answer you've been looking for to rebound into a great outlook. Low T Center has been improving the quality of hundreds of thousands of lives with personalized care. And now they have some great news to share. They're introducing women's services to all Low T centers. That's right. Women can now enjoy the same life-changing, medically guided hormone therapy from Low T Center. If your partner is experiencing fatigue, moodiness, or just feeling off, she might benefit from hormone therapy at Low T Center. Help her get back to her best self. And if you still haven't taken the T test, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Imagine how great you'll both feel. Visit fixmylowt.com to schedule your appointment.
CME wants to beat your bike or boat loan rate by 1.5% APR. Enjoy no payments for 90 days, low rates, and terms up to 84 months. Take the summer off and ride easy with CME. Terms and conditions apply. Minimum floor rate of 6.25% APR. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway and refresh the vibe with 69-cent large big gulp drinks. Get 69-cent large big gulp drinks at Speedway with Speedy Rewards. The convenience stores of Speedway. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and I want to talk to you about the roof over your head. You know that thing that protects your house and everything in it? It's pretty important, and a lot of you are going to have to replace it soon, but be warned. There are companies out there that skip over the biggest part of the process, the attic ventilation. You see, if that attic doesn't have proper circulation, it can cause problems such as mold and rot. You got rot, and not to mention leaks in the wintertime and higher AC bills in the summer. This is one of the reasons I'm telling you about my guys at Victor's Home Solutions. They start with a free 21-point roof inspection, including a thorough inspection of that attic as well. They know that if that ventilation isn't right, that roof's going to be built on a shaky foundation. That's why every Victor's roof comes with a well-thought-out attic ventilation plan, and that's why they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. Money-saving discounts and financing incentives are also available. Call for your free 21-point roof inspection and get that estimate today. 866-VICTORS or go to victors.com.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
I can't believe they're moving the team to another city.
True, but you'll never forget all the joy they brought into your life.
Joy? They made the playoffs twice in 50 years.
Gosh, those 2 times were pretty great, weren't they?
How would I know? I wasn't even born yet.
Just think of all the free time you'll have on game days.
Those games were the highlight of my week.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
One of these men was prom king. It was T-Bone. I swear to God, you think I'm lying, don't you? But I'm serious. He didn't always look like this, okay? Here's the prom king and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. I actually encourage, if you have not checked out our Twitter page in the last 24 hours, you should go. We changed the both the avatar and the background of the page. I think we upgraded. I think they look good. But you go check it out for yourself and then let us know if you think it's good or not. You can just tell us there in the comments at Bone and Tyvis 971. We appreciate it. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. I did change the picture, and we changed the background, too, but you have to see it for yourself. Tyvis, do you have it? When I play this music, Does this get you excited? Do you have any affinity for this music whatsoever?
Yeah.
Because what is it?
It's college basketball, right?
It is now.
Yeah.
But back when I was banging, this was the NBA on NBC. This was Michael Jordan. This was Scottie Pippen. This was Charles Barkley throwing people through plate glass windows. And this was the OJ chase. This was all of it.
They put this on the OJ.
This happened. It happened during Bob Costas broke in and had to talk about it. This was the thing. Anyway,
for people my age, this was Nelly sampled this for his song Heart of a Champion. That's what it is for me.
Hey, man. Your generation, my generation, we love Nelly. That's what I know. All right. Nelly was good with us too. All right. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so when I hear that music, I get fired up. Now we know when you're going to hear it. The NBA is back on NBC this fall, and it is on October 21st that we have not one but two games. We are going to have, I believe it is Houston and the Thunder starting us off. So that Houston team is going to be very good this year.
Yeah,
Thunder obviously just won the NBA title.
Did you see this? Didn't Kevin Durant take a shot at them like recently?
Sure he did.
He said something about like it took 10 years.
So what Kevin Durant does, he likes to argue with people on the internet, which I kind of admire, but take that as you will. Someone said something like, it's good to basically saying OKC won a championship without you. And he was like, well, it's been 10 years since I left. It's about time. He was responding to someone. He didn't bring it up.
Okay.
But which I feel like isn't as bad. But
still, he could have just ignored the comment. He
can't do that. It's not. And I'm also someone who likes to argue with people on Twitter, so I understand. But I feel like if I was at Kevin Durant's level, I would probably be ignoring people.
You argue with people on Twitter?
Oh, absolutely. My favorite part.
This is why I cut my mentions off.
My favorite part about social media is the toxicity of it. Inject it into my veins.
That's a shame. You can tweet me all you want.
That's what I was talking about with college football.
We don't follow each other. I'm not going to see it.
I was talking about that with college football earlier, where I appreciate the fact that the fan bases are insane. I appreciate that there is insanity on social media, specifically when a team is getting upset. Everyone's going nuts. But yeah, I'm with you. I enjoy the fact that even the NBA is great for social media when it comes to the drama, the ridiculousness, the stuff that happens off the court. Some people hate that. Some people aren't here for it, but I personally love it. I also do love the NBA on NBC theme, so I'm glad that they worked that out. I couldn't believe college basketball took that. Fox taking that for college basketball, it actually hurt my soul a little bit because that's always been. That's Matt Gukas's music, or what are we talking about? Come on. It's the czar of the telestrator. Come on. We can't do that.
At least, for me, so when I think this song first came out in 1990, I associate Magic and Michael with it. I don't associate it with college basketball at all.
You should. That's who you should associate. You should associate with Mike Fratello, the czar of the telestrator, Marv Albert with the ball gag in his mouth, and Michael Jordan, John Starks with the Knicks dunking on Scottie Pippen. You should associate it with that. You should associate it with some of the greatest NBA games you've ever seen. Now, I still have a lot of room in my heart for the NBA now, and I enjoy the game now, but I also watched a lot of those games as a kid. Sean Kemp,
that's your
Rain
guy.
Man. Oh, yeah.
That's the only basketball player you ever loved.
So I'll tell you.
Oh, that's wrong. I loved Allen Iverson. He's great. That's two. Trying to think who else I'd love.
So back to that era, one of Tyvis's favorites that we talked about the other day, John Stockton. I saw a video yesterday of him hitting this crossover and just taking it to the cup, and all these old guys getting excited about John Stockton. And all I did was comment and said, if a current NBA player did the same move, you would say it was a travel. And these old men got so upset because...
Was Tyvis one of them? That's your boy there.
Because if you watch basketball in the 90s and you don't like it now, no one traveled back then and everyone travels now. That's just your take if you don't watch basketball today, but you watched it back then. So I just purposely went on there.
I feel like everybody
threw that grenade in the room, closed the door, and left.
Good for you. Good for you.
What is wrong with you?
Good for you, Dylan. I like it. You know what though? I
threw the grenade.
That's social media.
I gotta go look it up now. I gotta go to Dylan's Twitter and see this.
It was on Facebook that I did it. That's where the old men live.
Oh, my goodness.
To do stuff like this.
Dylan, that's what our guy, the loose cannon, Cole Bartimus, did on Twitter. We were talking about it yesterday. How he went
out of his mind.
How many views does that thing have now?
Oh, my God.
He tweeted about
it was 13 million when I just looked at it.
God,
million?
13 million.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
He went super viral tweeting about that kid umpire. Let him live. Our producer for Rothman and Ice.
Yeah.
Which I think he was off yesterday and maybe today. I think maybe he's back on Wednesday, but
he got police around him now. 13.1 million.
Yeah, there you go.
103,000 likes, 2,000 retweets, and 100,000 replies.
Oh, that's
holy smokes.
That's perfect.
That's what he gets.
All right.
He loves it.
That's what he gets.
Speaking of messy and drama, like we were talking about there, I have a headline about one of the messiest stories I've ever heard. And the headline for it alone is one of the best headlines I've ever read. But the story is equal to the headline. We will do that at 8 o'clock. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are still noticing some backups for folks over in our southeast corner. Canal Winchester, Pickerington. If you're taking 33 westbound, typically this time around it's slow, and that's definitely the case right now. Parts of it looking at 26 miles per hour for your travel times there. Want to make sure folks are just extra cautious. And a similar trend for folks over in Delaware County. If you're taking 23 south, especially between 36 to 270, and the yellow right here at 21 minutes. Make sure you take it nice and slow for your Tuesday commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without having to take your time? You thought to yourself, I'll just tough it out. But nothing changes. Hi, it's Tyvis Powell. It's time to call and schedule that free consultation with Dr. Walkoff and his team at QC Kinetics here in Columbus. I'm glad I did. Myself and others have turned around their lives with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies. No scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Check it out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. Bring your x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. Find out if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Get an Eco.
ECO.
Hey, Aaron, I've been thinking.
You came up with a new invention?
No, I've been pondering a problem.
Is it anything I can help you with?
I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I've been thinking about our scuba diving plumbers.
Get an Eco.
ECO.
They dive right in and fix the problem.
That's the problem.
You lost me.
The problem with being extremely good at something is that you make it look easy.
You're worried that people think plumbing is easy?
Well, our extremely very good plumbers sure make it look easy.
Get an Eco.
ECO.
Don't worry, Jerry. Sooner or later, most people try to fix their own plumbing problem.
I can testify to that.
Jerry, did you try to fix it yourself?
Yeah.
Don't give it another thought, buddy. I'll send somebody over right now.
Get an Eco.
ECO.
You're a real friend, Aaron.
Eco scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and you can always trust our HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on RAV4 Hybrid, excludes plugins, or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash, At just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The AP poll was released yesterday with the Buckeyes' Week 1 opponent being named number 1. The Texas Longhorns topped the poll, followed by Penn State at 2 and Ohio State at number 3. Clemson and Georgia round out the top 5. And the Cincinnati Reds scored first last night with a Gavin Lux RBI single in the first inning, but it was all Philadelphia after that as the Redlegs lost 4-1 to the Phillies. These two teams will go again tonight. First pitch is at 6:40. And finally, the Cleveland Guardians had the day off yesterday, but they will start a home series with the Miami Marlins tonight. The Guardians are 1 game out of a playoff spot. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Swimming in debt with rates as low as 8.99% APR. Save your summer with a debt consolidation loan. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate.
The next time Tyvis hits a home run in softball will be the first time Tyvis hits a home run in softball. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots to get to in this next hour. By the way, it's my last hour that I'm off for a few days, taking a trip.
Must be nice.
Oh yeah, but not Mr. PTO like you.
You still going to tune in to the show?
Oh, you know it. I get up at what would that be? 4 a.m.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna be in the YouTube chat. Watch.
No, he's not.
Not tomorrow.
Well,
tomorrow's travel day. But then once I get acclimated to the time zone, yeah, I'll be good. I'll be up. Might even call in. Better watch. Never know.
I'm waiting to hear your excuse as to why you didn't listen and call in.
I'm not calling in. That's probably not happening. I give you that. So I may have found the greatest headline of all time. Here it is. New York Post. This is one of those headlines where every little bit of it, you start to think you know where it's going, and then it takes a new direction that's worse than you thought. Son of Virginia bowling billionaire cheats on wife with their 4 kids' former nanny. Asked her for a divorce on Christmas Day. First of all, I didn't know that you could have $1 billion as someone who is involved in bowling. Shout out to bowling. I had no idea. As like Shaq said once, I was unfamiliar with your game. I didn't know you could make $1 billion off bowling. Apparently, this guy's name is Peter Goodwin. He's 40 years old. His wife is Kara Goodwin. They are wealthy. Dad of Peter is this guy, Bill Goodwin, who apparently AMF bowling lanes. If you've ever seen AMF on like a bowling anything, I think they're on bowling pins, the balls. They make all the equipment, right?
Okay.
And they have bowling lanes with that sponsorship on it. Apparently, he sold that company in 1995, 30 years ago, for $1 billion back then.
Okay.
The articles back then said it was $1 billion. So what do you think that is in today's dollars?
Oh,
like $8 trillion?
I was about to say.
These people are rich.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to play a little game called Spot the Red Flag.
They're not rich. They're wealthy.
Exactly right.
They have new money and old money.
Yeah, they have all the money. That's right. Okay. We're going to play a little game. Dylan or Tyvis, you just raise your hand whenever you have a problem, and I will buzz it as a red flag. Okay? So if you hear the red flag, you just let me know. The married son of a powerful Virginia bowling billionaire has cheated on his 40-year-old popular clinical psychologist wife, Kara Goodwin. Peter announced that he wanted a divorce from Kara over the 2023 holiday at their Virginia estate. Kara sat in front of him holding their 4-month-old daughter as he told her they were through.
Dang.
And fled.
Dang.
Reminder, this is on Christmas Day that he's done this.
He's unhinged. This is, you know what this is? This is like Harlem Nights. Have you ever seen Harlem Nights?
I don't think I have.
Man, this is like the part on Harlem Nights where the dude calls his wife and says, his daughter answers the phone and he says, hey, put your mother on. Yeah, it's Richie. I'm never coming home. Have a take it easy. That's what this is like.
We got to add that movie.
At least he called.
We have to add that movie to the list of movies T-Bone needs to watch to get familiar with the culture.
You ain't seen Harlem Nights?
Apparently not.
With Eddie Murphy?
I grew up sheltered. I grew up not able.
Man, that's a listen, you watch that, the urban community will embrace you. Like, okay. Yeah, you seen Harlem Nights?
That's good.
That's one of the ones.
I've always wanted Urban Meyer's approval, so now I'll have it. That's great. Thank you. All right, so anyway, it goes on. It says that obscenities were screamed by both parties in front of their 3 other children as they looked on. Again, this is Christmas morning.
Yikes.
Christmas rule forever.
Yeah. Within 6 days of leaving his wife, the dad of 4 and his new girlfriend, family nanny Annette Lombard, were seen together at the Four Seasons Hotel in Florida. Beginning in the spring of 2020, Lombard lived with Peter and Kara and the kids for about a year as she cared for the children during the pandemic as their nanny. She became so close to the kids that they referred to her as their sister.
Oh, that's terrible.
This is, again, the woman that the dad cheated with. This is, son of a billionaire. They got more money than God, and they decided this is how you're going to live your life. Then Peter hired, again, Annette Lombard, 21 at the time, hired her to work for him at his office. And then promoted her to vice president of his company. Come on, man.
Sheesh.
4 months after that, was it 4 months? Or no, it wasn't 4 months. 2 years later, Kara gave birth to their 4th child. So the wife knew that he had hired the nanny to work at his company, knew that he had apparently made her the vice president at what would she have been, 22, 23? And then said, what we should do? Let's have another kid together. That's not good.
Everyone involved needs therapy in this situation.
Yes, very much so.
So, how much is she asking for it?
Oh, I hope she took everything, my friend.
Because she got all the evidence, so it's going to be hard.
All of this info comes from the divorce filing, and this is from her side of things. Now, he has apparently said, yeah, I did all that. So she's getting paid. Yeah. So it's not going great for old Petey Pete. He's I don't know if he's a billionaire anymore. I don't know if his dad is even either. I don't know how much money she got, but she got a lot.
This puts Jordan Hudson to shame.
Well, does it though? You're right, because at least with Bill and Jordan, it's I don't think there were other parties involved. Bill did have a girlfriend. He had a longtime girlfriend. They broke up right around the time Jordan and he started, discussing psychology textbooks or whatever they claimed they were doing. Anyway, I still look at that situation. It has so screwed up my barometer for what's normal, where I'm like, oh yeah, 40-year-old man and a 21-year-old former nanny of the family.
Engaged? Bill and Jordan?
That's the rumor, right? But nothing's ever, I don't think, been
Speaking
official.
Of engaged, did y'all see Cristiano Ronaldo's ring that he gave his now fiance, which I thought they were married years ago. I didn't know they weren't married this entire time. You seen that ring?
I didn't see it.
Dylan, go look that thing up.
Oh, my good. Put your glasses on. You got to put some shades on when you see that.
Let me tell you, if you got an almond this size, you would say, that's too big. I can't eat that.
Man.
Like, it's a gigantic ring. And all I know is
that might be the biggest ring I've ever seen in my life.
I don't normally pay attention to what the second best soccer player in the world does. But
there we go.
You know,
that's right.
Whatever.
Lionel Messi, the GOAT. But that's
Man.
I'll tell you what. You do all this Peter guy.
She talking about 1,000 times. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
It's 1,000 carats. It's one yes for every carat. Yeah, that thing is ridiculous. The Hope Diamond thinks it's a bit large. Like, that's crazy.
The first place I looked for it was his Instagram, and to no one's surprise, it's just all pictures of himself. So
with no shirt on.
I gotta look at. Actually, the very first post is a picture of him without his shirt on.
Of course it is.
So I gotta go find her on Instagram.
And you know what? If I looked like Cristiano Ronaldo, I would do the show with no shirt on. I'd be in here.
Okay, I see it.
I'm telling you, Dylan, this thing is like, don't look at that and hide that from any future love interest you may have. Be like, you know what? Let's block him. Let's not even look at these photos because they're worthless. Don't even look at that picture. It's not realistic.
I am worth less than this ring. Like, we couldn't even.
I think all of us in this room are worth less than that ring combined.
Could you imagine proposing with that and the woman says no?
No.
I honestly don't.
That would never happen. They had talked, for what it's worth. These two had been
9 years.
Yeah, they've been together, but they have talked for years. And Cristiano Ronaldo had said, because he was asked, like, when are you guys going to get married? And he always said, we'll know when it clicks.
I never knew they weren't married.
No, they've been together forever. And he's like, yeah, but we're not going to get married until it clicks. So apparently, I don't know.
9 years later, it clicked.
And the check cashed, I guess, to get that ring. Because my God,
like, I don't even. Her hand must be tired every day from having to just lift it up.
You can't. You need a regular everyday ring to go with that.
Yeah.
And then you wear that, and then on special. I don't even know when you wear that thing. It's so. I mean,
you go to dinner.
Yeah, I guess.
When you go to someone else's
put
wedding.
it on the table to eat because it's too heavy for your hand.
When you don't even want to talk to anyone else about anything else other than that ring. Because I feel like you wear the Super Bowl ring the same way, where it's just like, I guess we have to talk about that. You wore it, so we're going to have to mention it. There's no way you can't talk about it if someone has a ring on like that. Anyway, good for her. Good for this lady who got cheated on. Not for that part, but she's getting a bank. So good for her. She got paid. This guy was a dirtbag. You lost him, and now you got the money. I'm sure she gets the kids. I'm sure you're not going with him.
You don't think you can get the kids?
He's got the nanny.
Why is it that they always get the kids? He definitely got the nanny. He got the nanny service.
Also, in case you feel bad for Peter, the billionaire who cheated on his wife that I told you about, the last thing of this story, it said that 4 months after their daughter was born, their fourth child, while he was already cheating on his wife, 4 months after the daughter was born, he, quote, began expressing strong desire for more independence and time away from the family. Again, red flag right there. So maybe, you know what? I bet his ex-wife now, she can probably afford a ring like Cristiano Ronaldo.
I got to see what these people involved look like. I have to see.
You know what he looks like? A douche. That's what he looks like, a gigantic douchebag. There are 3 major differences between the AP and the coaches' polls. We'll talk about them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning. We are still noticing some major slowdowns for folks over on the east side, especially in Reynoldsburg and Bryce. We are noticing a disabled vehicle right now, 70 westbound, just past State Route 256. A right lane currently blocked here. And looking at our traffic cam, it looks like a white semi is involved, which means it takes crews a lot longer to clear the scene when it involves a semi. Just want to make sure folks are taking it nice and easy. Again, that right lane blocked on 70 westbound, just past State Route 256. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated. Because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life. And fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
It's Wilson from That Other Window Place, and this is the Secrets of Pella podcast. Secrets of Pella. Where we try to expose Pella Windows secrets. Okay, Leslie from Pella, with this easy slide operator, I can slide open this window with just one finger. What are you guys hiding?
Well, we're not hiding anything, but that slide is cool, right?
All right, cut. Leslie, it is so cool. Look, I'm opening it with just one pinky.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Cash for Clunkers continues during the Honda Summer Event at Lindsay Honda.
Listen up, Columbus. Cash for Clunkers is big money towards your next ride.
Up to $3,500 minimum for your trade.
Use it for the down payment, negative equity, or keep the cash.
Lease a new 2025 HR-V two-wheel drive LX or 2026 Civic four-door LX for just $299 a month. Zero cash down. Just bring us your clunker. Shop Lindsay Honda, the big Honda store now. For details, visit lindsayhonda.com.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
1-877-CARS for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family may not listen to you, but we will. Sundays at 11, it's The Fan Call-In Show presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. You're welcome.
Hey, I'm Ruben. My band and I have a new song we're getting ready to record this weekend. I'm also a tow truck driver. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I get to go home at the end of the day and see my bandmates.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extra help. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center. Kicking off the day with clear skies, but you'll notice more humidity today. Wake-up temperatures will be in the 70s, and then this afternoon, another hot day ahead with our highs in the low 90s. We will see increasing clouds, although we could see a few stray showers and storms. Otherwise, partly to mostly sunny for your Tuesday. And then for tonight, mostly cloudy with chances of showers and thunderstorms overnight. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 Weather Impact Forecast. T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
AP poll came out yesterday. Probably already know Ohio State ended up third in that one, second in the coaches poll. Penn State ends up jumping Ohio State in that poll. Texas is number one in both. I'm not mad about that. You're not mad about that. Tyvis, you said earlier you actually preferred that when you were a player.
Correct. I like to chase. I don't like to try to be the ones in defensive mode, even though I play defense. Like, I don't want to be defending it. Like, I want to chase it down, and it gives you wiggle room. If you don't come out the gate hot that first week, it's not like they're going to penalize you for it. Like, if you played OU and you just won by like 7 points, it wouldn't be like, oh, drop them out of 3. Like, no, you fine. But if you was at number 1 and you know that was the case, oh, yeah, they can't be the number 1 team. So they drop you and then you'd be demoralized. Like, wow.
Which is silly because like we've talked about, none of it changes who the team actually is. No. Right? They can rank you first or 30th, not even rank you. And if your team is good enough to win a national championship, your team's good enough to win it, and you'll eventually do that, theoretically, right? But like, that feeling of, oh, well, we're third. Now everybody doubts us.
Yes.
It's such a weird edge.
Love it.
Even though third is not everybody doubting you. They're putting you literally in the top 5 of college football. That means they think you got a great shot to win a national championship.
You want to be the number 1 team.
I guess. But you know what? Good for Ohio State. I can understand totally why the AP voters did that. I'm not. Other people may be mad about that. I'm not. I mean, you don't even know who technically the quarterback is yet for this team. So, yeah, give it a couple weeks. Guarantee you, if Ohio State wins on August 30th, there will be no discussion about who number 1 is.
It'll be number 1
It will not be Penn State getting the number 1 nod. That's ridiculous.
Here's the argument that I'm seeing that's just absolutely stupid.
Okay.
Let's use Ohio State, for example. How's Ohio State number 3 when last year they beat Penn State and then they beat Texas in the playoff? The answer, dummies, is because this is not based off of last season's play. It's off of this season's play, which really, if the coaches and the media are being honest, have no clue, which is why we've said multiple times that preseason polls are stupid. But since it is a thing, it's essentially a preseason poll is like a projection versus, hey, this team, they just played in January and Ohio State beat Texas. Who cares? It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant to this conversation.
How many guys did Ohio State lose off that team, too?
Exactly.
Isn't it like 16 guys that are no longer with the team from that game to this one? They have different quarterbacks. That's an irrelevant discussion. I'm with you on that. I don't understand that either, because it ultimately, in college football, like we talked about, the only ranking that matters is the one on the final Sunday after you play all the championship games. Then that playoff ranking is the only one that technically matters. All the rest of this is for shows like ours to discuss it and for TV networks to discuss it. And when they do the college football playoff selection show, what are they going to do? First week, they're going to say, oh, we really like their strength of schedule. And then what are they going to say the next week? One of those teams, they move up and they're like, strength of schedule's it's overrated. And then every week they're going to do that crap. We're all going to get mad about it. So I'm saying I am guilty of doing that too. If we're going to have the discussion, let's have it. But Ohio State being 3, I'm not mad. And they have a perfect chance to get to number 1 immediately the first week of the season. If you go beat Texas, that's fine with me.
Well, also, if you're an SEC fan, you're pounding your chest saying we got 10 teams in the preseason AP poll. But yeah, how many are you going to have in the poll at the end of the year?
So, like, let's say if Ohio State lost, would you drop them out of 3?
Yeah, they probably will.
There should be some consequence, but I wouldn't drop them out of the top 5.
But again, how do they lose?
Last second field goal.
Yeah, then they probably barely move or stay in the top 5. If they lose by 2 touchdowns, then they probably move out of the top 5. Whether that's fair or not, it doesn't matter. It'll happen. And I don't really care, because at the end of the day, this team needs to. What did we just see last year? What have we not learned the lesson from last year, which is it matters if you win your games. Obviously, I want college football to matter. Those games matter to me as a fan. But from a standpoint of reaching your goals, if they lose to Texas, it doesn't change that Ohio State can still go out and win the national championship. You have less room for error the rest of the way out. You may not get as good of a seed in the championship rankings when they finally come out in the playoff rankings, but ultimately, if you get your shot and you get in the playoffs, which Ohio State, if they take care of business, should do, they have a shot to go win the national championship. So not that I'm dismissing this Texas game at all. I want Ohio State to win by 30. I'm just saying, if they don't,
that would make me smile. If Ohio State wins by 30, I couldn't. I would come in extra early just to see that man behind the glasses face when I talk about Arch Manning not being who he thought he was.
I'm wet. I'm dirty.
I don't know why that played.
Also, as many cons as there are about college football right now, one of the pros is supposedly this, right? That we're going to get more Ohio State versus Texas early in the season. Whether the teams actually schedule it that way or not, there's more of a chance that people are going to do this because the consequence of losing a game isn't as high as it was 5, 10, 20 years ago.
That's the argument for going to 16 teams is we'll schedule. Brian Day has said it. Whether you believe that it's right or not, whether you think it's good that
what's his face, Kurt Cignetti in Indiana, where he's like, hey, we're just doing the SEC scheduling model where we're scheduling like Kennesaw State or whatever. The reality is those coaches are going to use that and say, if we don't get to 16 teams and automatic qualifiers in the Big Ten, then we are not going to schedule tough competition going forward. If they get them and they get guarantees, I don't like that. I don't think most college football fans like that. But I understand these coaches saying basically, I'm not going to risk it. I saw Cat Williams once talking about the comedian, talking about playing golf. Someone asked him, I think it was on Shane and Sharp's podcast. He asked him, like, do you play from the tips? Do you play golf like all the way back? And he's like, I found you don't get any extra points for that. So I play from the ladies' tees. I play from wherever I want. Right? And that's where I feel like college football is. It's like, yes, playing Texas is awesome. You don't really get extra points for that, though. If you go undefeated, you're going to be the number 1 or number 2 team in the playoffs. Right. You're going to have great seating, probably a great track to get there. So, yeah, I don't blame these coaches for making business decisions. Me, as a college football fan, I can not like it, but I also acknowledge the reality of what's happening.
Cat Williams said that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I found you don't get any extra points for that. So here are the disparities between the Big Ten, the AP poll and the coaches poll. Ole Miss in the coaches poll is ranked 15th, meaning, in my mind, if you're 15th, they think you're a borderline college football playoff team. Yeah. Kind of like last year.
Yeah.
Hey, go figure. The AP poll voters said, nope, we think they're worse than that. They have them 22nd. So Lane Kiffin's got all the motivation for his guys he wants. Tennessee was 18th in the coaches poll. They are 24th in the AP poll. So AP voters don't seem to think those two SEC schools are as good as advertised. Now, another SEC school, Oklahoma, went unranked in the coaches poll, but man, the AP likes them. They have them up to 18. So I don't know if they're that's something that I find very interesting is that Oklahoma playoff situation with Brent Venables being there, needing to do something that shows he is better than the record's been the last few years. They got that quarterback from Washington State. What's his name? John Mateen? Is that right? Mateer. Yes. Not Mateen. That's Mateen Cleaves. Different guy. Different sport. Yeah, but that if you get the quarterback right, I'm sure they've got the recruits that this should be a pretty good team. But if you get the quarterback right, maybe it is. Borderline playoff team. We'll find out.
He in trouble. Oklahoma's in a lot of trouble.
I also got Jaden Ott in the portal, which supposedly Ohio State wanted him at running back.
I just feel like Oklahoma gonna be like Nebraska when they came to the Big Ten. Like they're gonna be a bottom of the barrel team in the SEC. And I don't know why I know why they left, the money reason why they left, but I don't know. Just to me, it just seemed like they not gonna ever be successful in the SEC.
I think part of the problem was they went to the SEC and also didn't have the right coach. And so now you're struggling because you have to figure that out. And if they don't get it right, you're right, that tailspin could be bad because Nebraska went through that with the Big Ten, and it's taken them forever to find a right coach. And I don't even know that they necessarily have, but they think maybe they're getting closer potentially. It's crazy to think that if Nebraska had Bo Pelini production all this time, they'd be a playoff team. If you went 9-3 at Nebraska every year, you'd probably make a playoff here or there, especially now with the 12-team playoff for sure.
One bad hire, Scott Frost ended Nebraska.
Yep. LSU, they start off the season ranked 9th in this poll. Garrett Nussmeier, their quarterback, has patellar tendonitis. So he's still playing. They say that he's just resting it. They're trying to get that right. I guess he's dealt with this before. But yeah,
it made me grab my knee. I got quad tendonitis, so I can only imagine where he is, how he is.
I feel like LSU is one of those teams that they look good on paper, but I think they have a coaching problem, number one, like we talked about with Penn State.
You and the Brian Kelly guy?
And I think they will end up with 4 losses easily. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team.
Well, if Garrett Nussmeier want to be this number 1 pick like he wants to be, he got to clean up the turnovers. I didn't know he was I want to say he might have led the SEC in picks last year.
This is why I don't. Every quarterback I hear, they're so great. And then you go look at their numbers and you see what they did, and you go rewatch some games. And you're like, yeah, they have potential, but they've played games, and we can watch those games. Drew Aller has all the potential in the world at Penn State, but we've watched him play. I'm surprised everyone seems to forget these games. By the way, LSU starts off their season at Clemson, Louisiana Tech, Florida at home, Southeast Louisiana. Then it's at Ole Miss, South Carolina at home, Vandy on the road, who now Diego Pavia said they're going to be awesome. South Carolina at home.
LSU could easily have, or Texas A&M, I'm sorry, at home. They could easily have 3-4 losses before we get to November. So
yeah, he was tied for first place.
I don't see LSU top 10.
He's tied for first place in picks.
Well, I mean, like you said, they play Clemson, and we're going to see.
We'll find out one of those two is probably more for real than the other, and we're going to find out that week 1. An NFL Hall of Famer's son was just named the starting quarterback for his team. Sadly, no, it was not Shedeur Sanders. I will tell you who it was next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey, there's still no crashes to talk about for your Tuesday commute right now, but we are still noticing some slowdowns for folks over in Canal Winchester and Pickerington. Pretty slow out there, 33 westbound heading into the city, looking at drive times and travel times at 25 miles per hour. A similar situation for folks taking 33 over by Dublin, and a similar situation for folks taking 71, that southbound direction. Noticing a big orange stretch over there on our time saver traffic map. Again, just a lot of people, a lot of congestion, and a lot of backups heading into the city this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Want to get 30% stronger in just 8 weeks? Then GNC Amp Whey Bolic is your protein. From America's #1 protein powder brand for building strength, Amp Whey Bolic delivers ultra-pure, fast-digesting whey protein packed with 6.2 grams of leucine for faster gains in muscle growth and recovery. If you want more out of every workout, then settle for nothing less than a premium formula that's third-party tested for over 285 banned substances and proven to get you stronger, faster. Go to your local GNC for Whey Bolic and get ready for gains.
Hey guys, Anthony here. You don't have to live with just getting by. Low T Center has been improving the quality of hundreds of thousands of lives with personalized care. And now they have some great news to share. They're introducing women's services to all Low T Centers. If your partner is experiencing fatigue, moodiness, or just feeling off, she might benefit from hormone therapy at Low T Center. Help her get back to her best self. And if you still haven't taken the T test, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit fixmylowt.com to schedule your appointment.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. We changed up our header and avatar on Twitter. If you go check them out, let me know what you think. They're different. I'll put it that way. At Bone and Tyvis 971. So NFL Hall of Famer's son just named the starting quarterback for his team. That is not Shedeur Sanders. He remains 4th on the depth chart with the Browns, inexplicably. But we'll talk about that more in a second. E.J. Warner. He is Kurt Warner's kid. He has been named the starter for Fresno State. I believe this is the 3rd school he's played at. I know he played at Rice. I'm not sure the other school he went to, but he's been a quarterback. He's bounced around college football, but let him live. He transferred to Fresno State to try to win that job. He got it. So we'll see what he can do. Maybe he ends up in the NFL.
I mean, listen, the thing about the quarterbacks is you can make it out of any school. I mean, who would have thought that Texas Tech will produce the best quarterback in the league? So I'm not going to say just because he's at Fresno State that he won't make it. Yeah, it's going to be something to see for sure. It's going to make me actually pay attention to some Fresno State. Aren't they going to the Pac-12 now?
Is that right? Yeah. I don't know.
Is that that might be next year?
I don't think it's this year.
I think all the realignment stuff for that is happening in the next year or two.
They could have just let it die.
Because I saw that
just let it die.
The Pac-2, Oregon State and Washington State, they're doing a home and home this season.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So they're trying to keep the conference alive for next year.
E.J. Warner, by the way, last year, I don't think this was at Fresno State. I think this was at Rice. He had 2,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, 13 picks. This says a QBR, which is ESPN stat. It's not the passer rating stat, but QBR of 41.1 which doesn't sound great.
I think 50 is supposed to be average on the scale.
So a little below average in that way. And now he's moving up a little bit in competition. However, if you want to see E.J. Warner, Kurt Warner's son, playing quarterback, if you haven't ever watched him before, Georgia Southern is who they play in their first game, and that is on FS1 at, go figure, 9:30 at night. So since Big Noon Kickoff will have Ohio State and Texas well done by then, you can watch some other football, and then 9:30, tune in for Fresno State and Georgia Southern. I don't know. I don't hear the Georgia Southern people complaining that, we had to fly all the way across the country to play Fresno State. Maybe they don't care.
Some good Friday games this year.
I hope so. I love it when there's like you get Thursday night football from the NFL. You get a nice Friday night college football game. Although, yes, you also have high school football if you want to go watch that. Then you got all day Saturday with good games. And then Sunday, of course, it's the NFL. Did you see the schedule for November 1st?
Yes, I did.
I mean, I don't have them all in front of me, but it is like maybe 7 top current. This can all change, of course. Currently, it's 7 top 25 matchups.
I have them all.
2 teams currently ranked in the top 25 playing each other. That is November 1st. There'll be a lot of carnage between now and then, but what are the games?
So that's when...
We obviously know OSU Penn State.
Yep, when Ohio State plays Penn State, which will probably be at noon, but totally different conversation, right? Sure.
Yeah, we know.
Miami and SMU, Arizona State and Iowa State, South Carolina and Ole Miss, Texas Tech and Kansas State, Oklahoma and Tennessee, and then you have the largest outdoor cocktail party. Is that what it's called?
Whatever. I don't know if we're allowed to say
Florida.
that, but Georgia, Florida. Yeah, right. No, it's like when Red River Shootout. They were like, no, we call it Red River Rivalry. It's like maybe your sponsors call it that, but that's not what the fans are going to call it.
Plus, I can't say Red River Rivalry without stopping down and really.
River. No,
it's a tongue twister.
It is.
By the way, Dylan, I'm mad at you because you ruined my day this morning. I wake up and there's a text message from you about this new smoothie they have at Smoothie King. You know I like something delicious. Why did you send me a tomato ketchup smoothie that Smoothie King is doing? This is real.
You like that?
No.
I was about to say, you a sicko.
I like ketchup, but I don't want ketchup in a smoothie. So here are the flavors they say. They blend tomatoes, which are technically a fruit, acai, and strawberry together to bring you this concoction. If it's not like 99% strawberry and then 0.5% acai and 0.5% of tomato puree, then I don't want it. Like, I don't know why anybody thinks this would be. That sounds disgusting.
You know who would love this? My 10-year-old nephew. Kids would probably love a tomato smoothie. He
they would not.
He dips his Doritos in ketchup.
I mean, listen.
I know my now 12-year-old daughter is also in the ketchup phase where like everything goes in ketchup, and I'm just like, I can't. Like chicken fingers go in ketchup, and I'm like, no, I don't mess with that. That's not for me. I like ketchup a little bit, but not like that.
My kids is in a ranch phase. Well, my youngest don't use condiments at all. Like she wants it with nothing, which I'm really worried about that. Like
that's probably healthier in the long run. You're not always putting sauces on it.
The food you're giving her is so good, she doesn't need any.
Yeah, she's saying compliments to the chef. This is great, Dad. Good job.
I guess.
I love this.
I mean, I did cook last night. So
what'd you make?
I made chicken bacon ranch pasta.
What? So why didn't I get an invite? That would be delicious. I'd eat that. Sounds great.
Why didn't you bring some in?
Yeah, bring some in.
I mean, it was
reheat
it was only a little bit left. And you know what? I always know it's good when my kids and my wife eats it. If they eat it, it's like, all right, it was really a good meal.
Yeah, I always feel good when that happens too. The worst is when everyone goes like, no, it's good. Like when their voice goes up 3 octaves and you're like, shut up, it sucked. You don't have to say that. But they're like, no, it's good. And then everyone leaves after plate.
The thing is, when I tasted and I ate it and I was like, no, that's good. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you talking about. That's fire.
So like kids are a great barometer for everything because they're just going to be honest with no filter. But like when you are an adult and you start making all your meals, I feel like you're your expectations for your own cooking goes down because you're like, I slaved over this. I'm eating it. I don't care how bad it tastes.
I've already bought
if I mess it up, I'm
these
eating
ingredients.
Dylan, this was fire, lad. You know how I know it was
you.
good? I ate it. I went back for another bowl of it. I was like, I did my thing.
But I'm saying when you're eating your own meal, I feel like you're like, okay, like I made this, so I'm eating it.
That's not true because I made something before and I said it wasn't good, and my wife was like, no, actually, it was actually really good, and I was like, I didn't see it that way.
No, see, I will if I make something, I will eat it, and then like you said, as a penance almost for I didn't make it well enough, but I made this.
Right.
I paid the money to make it. I spent the time on it. I'm going to eat it. It has to get in there. Have to finish it off, or at least eat a good portion of it. You can tell I clean my plate. I don't leave a lot of meat on the bone. No pun intended.
You really be cleaning the plate like that?
I try to. I sometimes to a fault where I'll be like, I'll be stuffed and I'm still like, nope, there's 2 bites left. I got to finish it.
Isn't it like a country that where like if they make you a plate of food, they'll keep bringing it to you if you clean the plate?
Oh, is that a thing? I need to figure out.
Like
I need to go there immediately.
I feel like I can't remember where it's at.
I want to go to this culture.
Like if you're done, you like actually have to leave stuff on the plate.
You leave some on and they won't. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Well, that probably like I know in the South, like that probably happens with some of my relatives. If you clean your plate, they'd be like, "Oh, you want more?" And if I go down to West Virginia, I guarantee you they'd be like, He definitely wants more. Look at him. He's hungry."
See, you know what though? When you go to like Chipotle or something, do they give you like the healthy scoop portion?
I hope that.
I'm
always looking at it like yeah, come on. They see me coming, they're like, no, he needs a bigger dose. This is not, the regular size is not going to do it for this fella. You get yours wrapped with 3 burritos, right? That's normal at Chipotle? No?
3 burritos? Man.
Say they just see me coming, they're like, no, just go ahead and back up the truck. We're gonna need all the supplies. By the way, if you are an NBA fan, Cavs fan, you're wondering, this year there are some Peacock games. Now, the NBA is also going to be on Peacock with that NBC deal. They're going to stream up to 3 NBA games nationwide on Monday nights throughout the regular season. Doubleheader on October 21st is the first time they do this. And what team is going to be the first one to do it? The Cavs. Cavs are playing the Pistons, 7 o'clock on Peacock on October 27th. So
going up against JB.
Mark your calendars. It's going to be, battle with their old coach. And I don't know, is Malik Beasley going to be there? Or is he going to be evicted from his apartment?
No.
He got bigger fish to fry.
You know who is going to be there? Cade Cunningham, and I feel like he's going to have like a real breakout year this year. Like if you don't know who he is right now, listen.
You say when is this game?
October 27th. It's Monday. Okay. Monday, October 27th.
So that means DG won't be back. Didn't the last time they played in the regular season, didn't DG have to hit like a half-court shot to win it?
That feels right. I don't know if I remember that exactly.
I feel like somebody hit like a crazy shot to win the game. I think it was DJ. He took like one step past half court and just heaved it and it went in.
Here's what I know. How Tyvis feels about John Stockton, that's how I feel about Cade Cunningham. I love Cade Cunningham's game. Yeah, I love Cade Cunningham. So I'm rooting. I'm not rooting for him in this game, but I think Cade Cunningham is a stud. Like one of the best to ever do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you
don't understand.
Your mind.
No, he's fantastic. You lost your mind.
So you think when he's all said and done, he's going to be like a top 50-ish type player, if not better than that?
That's right.
Man, I mean, okay.
What were you saying about John Stockton the other day? You think he's better than Jordan? Is that right?
I never said that. Don't be trying to play with me, man.
When I saw these games being released, I saw that the opener is Lakers, Warriors, and then Rockets, Thunder, I believe. And the first thing I thought is, they're getting LeBron, Steph game 1 because one of them's getting hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like every time the Lakers and the Warriors are on national TV, one of them's not playing. So they're like, you know what? We're doing this game 1 so these grandpas can get it out of the way before one of them gets hurt.
There you go.
Probably
That's exactly right. It's good. It's smart. Got to get it out of the way. Hopefully they're both good and they play all year, but odds are they won't. All right, we come back. The buzzer is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
No crashes to report as of right now, but still noticing the roads looking a little bit busier this morning for your Tuesday commute. Noticing some reds on our time saver traffic, which again just means more people out and about, especially if you're taking 33 over by Dublin. Noticing that southbound looking pretty dicey, especially for folks over on the west side too. 70 eastbound, we're noticing usually some delays out there just north of West Jefferson. Of course, we have that ongoing construction site. That's not the main concern. It's going to be for folks folks taking 70 that westbound direction over by Olt and Darby Creek Road. Noting here, drive times at 42 miles per hour. Definitely a lot slower for your Tuesday commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I just had the greatest day today. One of our customers in Delaware literally happy cried. Her new windows just completely transformed her home. It was just magical.
Oh, so you like magic.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
Is this your card?
Wilson, you didn't even... Okay, sure. That was my card.
And magic.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Keep your summer fun going in the family-sized Toyota Highlander or the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander with 3 different powertrains and a full-size third row. Now through September 2nd, get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.99 APR financing or 5.99 on new Highlander and Grand Highlander hybrids. Subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance included. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Then you are under siege. From the minute you hit adulthood, stress, bad sleep, junk food, screens, pressure, it all chips away at your testosterone, your energy, and yeah, your confidence. But no one tells you that. And no one tells you the benefit of screening early when you're younger. Research has found that maintaining optimal hormone levels prevents severe men's health issues later in life. At Columbus Men's Clinic, we fight for you. The tired dad, the high performers running on fumes, the gym grinders, the man whom online pills have failed. This is for every man, young and old. Forget pills from apps or emails. You need a real medical provider, a clinic that'll fight like hell to get you back in the saddle. Guys, the future is local. Real clinics, real specialists, real answers. Testosterone results in minutes, not days. Columbus Men's Clinic's friendly staff is on standby, ready to tackle your ED, your low T, and enhance your life. Call right now, 614-300-7400, or go to columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Common Man and Timmy.
You see the good humor truck? It's serial killers driving that. You want to buy from them? Psychopaths. They got the chalky gumball and a SpongeBob ice cream. It sucks.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Eric Reese are joining us from Bishop and Friends. I was just regaling he and Tyvis Powell about my exciting life of audiobooks that I'm currently working through. I'm listening to a book about the water rights of a river.
Okay.
It's very... Believe it or not, it's actually it's interesting to me. But
I have no doubt.
It's not something that I could probably sell to most people that it would be interesting, but I've enjoyed reading it so far. Anyway, do you listen to stuff as exciting as that, Reeser, when you're not here?
So I was just about to say some of my NPR podcasts for like morning news. Yeah, that they actually include. There have been, I think, reports done and probably a lot of journalism done about water rights in those states, like California, Nevada,
it's a big deal
Arizona, Utah, all trying to get water that is somebody else's.
You know,
so they say.
A podcast that might have slightly more listeners is the new Heights podcast with Jason and Travis Kelce.
I've heard.
We learned this morning.
Had a special guest on. A very special guest.
Taylor Swift. Now, the episode comes out tomorrow, right, Dylan?
Yep.
Okay. So tomorrow is when this actually drops. But this morning at 12:12 a.m., the 12th Taylor Swift album was announced.
On August 12th?
Yes. She put all this out there saying, go check it out. And there was a clip of the show where she holds up the album, but they blur out the cover. So I'm looking on People magazine here. They have a write-up about this where they're like, yeah, so tomorrow we'll get the reveal. The name of the album is The Life of a Showgirl, but we know nothing more than that. She's going to reveal more tomorrow, I guess, on this podcast. Number one, that's going to be the most downloaded podcast in the history of podcasts, don't you think? Because, kids who never listen to podcasts, people who never listen to podcasts are going to go get that episode to find out about Taylor Swift.
Her following is that big.
Yeah, she's the biggest star in the world, I think. Biggest musical star in the world.
Oh, yeah. We were having that discussion a few weeks ago about how many celebrities, if you showed, like we were talking about it with Hulk Hogan, if you showed their picture around the world, over 1 billion people would know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan, I think, qualified for that. I definitely think Taylor Swift is in that mix, right? You could show her picture to people.
Is it bigger than Beyonce?
Absolutely.
Is it
And I
bigger
love
than
Beyonce.
Chris Brown?
Oh, definitely. Here to sell out stadiums multiple days in a row, I feel like the only people that could have done that in the history is Michael Jackson and the Beatles.
You're doing a disservice to Taylor Swift and Beyonce by throwing Chris Brown in there.
Yeah, you kind of are. That's true.
Chris Brown would be the biggest thing in music if he didn't have
2005.
He didn't have.
And then there was The Thing that we all remember.
That was bad. That was bad.
So
I just
hang
on, Dylan. You just said something completely inaccurate. You said there's like only 3 people in the history of music that could sell out a stadium multiple days. That's wrong.
In a row, like, hey, I'm in Indianapolis. I'm selling it out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next weekend, moving to the next city, doing the same thing over and over and over again for 2 years, essentially.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could do, or very few artists could do what Taylor Swift did. You're right. But, I want to say System of a Down is playing a couple dates, or they did play them in New Jersey at, MetLife Stadium, and those are sold out. Like, they're not playing 30 cities, to your point. Yeah, but they, Metallica would sell out. They sell out stadiums all the time. So there are bands that could do it, but you're right. Maybe not quite to T Swift's level. But tomorrow, all the podcasts you've ever seen that you thought, wow, that was pretty good. The numbers were good on that. Blown out of the water. So that New Heights podcast.
Are you gonna download the Life of a Showgirl?
No, I'll just listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm not purchasing albums anymore. I pay for music streaming services.
Why did we all delete all of our stuff that we had downloaded? Does anybody ever figure that out?
What are you talking about?
I haven't deleted it.
I'm not going to name names here.
What are you talking about?
There are some of us who've probably downloaded music from nefarious sources.
Yes.
LimeWire, are you talking about?
I'm saying
LimeWire.
Did you?
Back in the day.
In 2001, maybe.
Yeah. I'm saying,
Did you download Chris Brown with LimeWire back?
Try to download one Chris Brown song, you get 6 other audio files that aren't Chris Brown.
Kids today don't know the struggle.
They don't know
the struggle.
They don't know about setting up your MySpace page to reflect your band taste.
Someone in this room crashed many computers downloading music. Not legally.
Yeah.
And we all
won't name names.
T-Bone doesn't have an iPhone, but we all have that U2 album on our phone still, if you have an iPhone.
Oh, the U2? Yeah.
My wife got that. That was that, yeah. You know what's funny?
Why did they come with that on there? Like, I don't understand it. Like, how did they get it to where, everybody that buys an iPhone
because Tim Apple paid them a ton of money.
There.
Tim Apple. By the way, last night we were randomly, as we were going to bed, my wife and I had Family Guy on. They mentioned in the episode, it was from 2019, because they said, damn it, Peter, it's 2019 or whatever. Brian was talking. They had an episode where Brian gets a clone of himself, the dog, right? And the clone dog comes in and starts talking to him and literally says, By the way, do you want the U2 album? Because I have it here. And it was like, that joke was just last night, and now you guys bring that up today. Crazy. I think you're in my bedroom. It's weird. All right, Reeser, what's coming up on the show today?
So the Buckeyes are third in the AP Top 25, and that's fine, I think, if you don't like fun. So we'll discuss the fact that the AP voters went away from the coaches. Like, the 1v2 thing was right there for you. And you had
don't care.
You had to put James Franklin. You had to sandwich Penn State in there.
Yeah.
You idiots.
Right. The coaching problem.
You absolute morons.
James Franklin, a.k.a. the coaching problem.
So we'll talk about that. Yeah. Andy Staples chose violence on a Tuesday with his blue blood selection that for some reason includes USC and Michigan, but omits some other programs actually like Penn State, which is a little wild. We'll discuss that. Dom Taberi is going to take a break from his vacation to join us at 10:30, and then NFL Two-A-Days will conclude in the NFC East with the Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Brian Manning from Commanders Wire, that's the USA Today's Washington Commanders site, will join us at 11:30.
There you go. Bishop and Friends, 3 straight hours. Right now, though, it is time to hit the buzzers. Let's do it.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
Shout out to Kim Knorr, who is 86 years young. She is from Ashland, Ohio. Last weekend at Aero, Ohio skydiving in Ashland, she made her 906th skydive of her life. Because when she was 20 years old, she decided, I want to try to do 1,000 jumps in my lifetime. And so she is up to number 906. She's 86 years old, but she's trying to still get to 1,000. She calls it her rush for gold. And apparently that you get when you do 1,000 jumps, you get your United States Parachute Association gives you some gold wings. So she's trying to get to that before, the end. So
I'm still on one. I'm still trying to get to one.
No, you're not. Are you trying?
I get to.
You want to go?
You think I wouldn't jump off the plane?
I know you would jump. I just didn't know if you were actively like, I just can't find a plane that will take me. I'm sure there's places.
No.
I didn't know if you were like looking.
I haven't looked into it, but I would jump off the plane. Nicole Sharon is into that.
Yeah, she does. She's jumped quite a few times from 10 TV. That's right. All right.
I'll make sure I update my wheel.
Reeser, come with us. We'll all three jump out of a plane.
Sure won't.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can go.
Yeah, have fun with that.
I have no interest.
Post it on Instagram. I'll see it later.
Sounds good. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning. We are still clocking a disabled vehicle that's really causing some slowdowns this morning. 70 westbound just past State Route 256 over by Bryce. Right lane still blocked this morning. Travel time's not looking any better either at 12 miles per hour. Looks like a white semi is involved, which means that takes crews a lot longer to clear the scene. Just want to make sure everyone is packing the patience this morning for their Tuesday commute. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Make it a great day.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
At CME, many of our team members are certified financial counselors, trained to help you budget smarter, tackle debt, and build a plan for your financial goals. They offer free confidential support exclusively for CME members with real-world guidance. Whether you're starting from scratch or need a plan for a specific financial journey, our counselors are here to help. No judgment, just support. Let's move forward together. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit cmefcu.org for additional details.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu? Fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
Patients everywhere are experiencing joint pain relief thanks to QC Kinetics regenerative treatments. So how does this non-surgical approach work? QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Aaron Wolkoff explains.
It's like when you get a paper cut and the cells that come onto that scene first stop the bleeding, and then it recruits more cells to form new skin and new soft tissue. And then you look down a week later, 2 weeks later, and it's like nothing happened, and that paper cut never existed.
In this same way, QC Kinetics uses your natural biologics to help repair and restore aching knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
We take those same similar cells in different areas that are arthritic, are painful, and we cause this kind of internal self-healing that can resolve patients' pain.
Relief without surgery. See if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
Call QC Kinetics 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. Evan Cohen here. When you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine, especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. Then you have to squeeze in between the desk and your bed, eke out 2 push-ups, and call it a day. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover their fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and do some weightlifting to prepare you to carry your team on your back all day. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.